And welcome everybody to the 20th episode of the Soul Leader Podcast. Today we're joined by Sid Sensei,
Sup?
Medusa Sensei,
Hello.
who's currently evil-ish, Maka,
Hi, everyone.
and Tsubaki.
Hello.
I'm
Currently
your-
being embarrassed right now.
I'm your host, Keelik Wong, for the most, while we wait for Spirit, who's probably still trying to sober up before we can call. So, today we have after our 2-week break, we have tons of news to go through. And I just picked some of the interesting pieces that I found, so let's jump right into it. Fairy Tail 5th OVA The Fairy Tail 5th OVA will be a overview or redone with a more sexy feel to the 298th chapter, Doki Doki Ritsu Zetsu Land, where all the Fairy Tail Guild goes to the beach. So that's pretty much that.
Ooh, sexy.
Yes, now we can go see Juvia, Lucy, and what's her name? Whatever, I don't matter. I'll let Juvia and Lucy
Ursa.
what need to say. I don't want to think of Ursa. She can beat me up, and the few people. So Viz is also to release Neon Alley streaming channel on Xbox. The Pokemon Store is now giving a Pokemon TV app for Android and iOSs. Nintendo is also releasing a white and pink 3DS XL for Valentine's Day.
What?
You know what? I'm gonna let that slide.
Yes, it's not gaming, it's not games, it's just
It's game
Japanese
hardware though.
news. There's a difference.
That's gaming hardware.
No, it's gaming
don't
color
care.
scheme hardware. It didn't count as games when I got it from.
Like I said, I let it slide for that reason.
So,
Sorry.
in other news,
Besides, I actually hate that color scheme.
Heidi Take Kakiai will end the manga Sexless Friend. I actually read some of this, and it was pretty hilarious. I'm sad to see it ending. But upon other news, good thing Patty's not on here, because she'll probably squeal or be confused. The Bleach voice actor in Japan, Masakazu Morita recovers from anaphylactic shock that he had earlier this week. He said that he's alright and he'll be back to work very soon. For all you Miyazaki fans, the new Miyazaki film is tentatively to be released July 20th. Bandai
I
adds
hope you were all caught up.
Bandai adds a robot section to their ever-growing stock of stuff, and Sakura-Con is to host Toshiharu Kawamoto. If my podcast doesn't understand this name, I should punch each one of you in the face. Not as me completely destroying it. However, he is a co-founder of Bones, which produced the anime for Soul Eater. Will be at Sakura-Con, so maybe he has information when he goes. We need to get someone up there that we know to see if he can ask questions about Soul Eater's second season or redoing of Soul Eater. The Idol Master video games have another anime film coming out. And for all you High School of the Dead fans, the manga is slated to return in the spring.
Fuck yeah.
Speaking of mangas returning, this month Dead Man Wonderland has restarted distributing its manga in its sterilization. So, once again, we will monthly get Dead Man Wonderland chapters while it's on its final arc. The live-action Triple X Holic aired a TV ad, And Funimation also released a certain scientific railgun English cast with voices of Brittany Karbowski, who was our Black Star, and Mike Salusad, who was our Soul. I'll skip that news and come back to it later. Superhero Tyson Z trailer debuts. And it's slated for April 27th release date.
And
My little
we
sister.
won't get it a subversion for like 3 months.
Meh. My Little Sister Can't Be This Cute second season, which has been announced, is to cover the end of the original novels without all the alternate routes. Helmler E. Wow. Not very Japanese-namish. Japanese-namish. His last name is Helmer E. Mashi, who was worked on Dead Leaves, Gurren Lagann, and Panty and Stockings with Garterbelt, is to release a new anime with his new studio, Trigger. We will get more details as they come in. The World Golly Knows and High-Take the Combat Butler are to hold a joint concert on April 21st. If we can find the live stream, we will put it up there. The crossover game and TV show, for One Piece, Toriko, and Dragon Ball Z have their lineup revealed. For more information, just go check Anime News Network, crossover One Piece, Toriko, Dragon Ball for their new game and series. Nickelodeon is to air Digimon Fusion anime, which was Digimon Cross Wars. I have to say, that was pretty darn fast, in my opinion.
That's because Saban got a hold of it.
AWA is to host Zune, the creator of Toho.
Oh God.
Yu Asakawa, and Misu Zawata. Continuing on. Space Pirate Captain Harlock movie was officially announced as a fall 2013 release by Toei Animation earlier this week. This movie has been going since 2008-9. They've been talking about it, but they haven't said much, and this was like the first thing in like all these years, and it's completely CG. I want to hear it because Captain Harlock is the only person who can control 3 dimensions, his ship in 3 dimensions with only a 2-dimensional steering wheel. Apparently he taught Captain Marvelous how to do it, because Captain Marvelous does it too. And for the final big piece of news that really pertains to us, Soul Eater is to air on Toonami February 17th at 1:30 a.m., which is
Actually,
February
it's at
18th.
It's at 1 a.m. And we're gonna be at fucking Comic-Con.
No, they switched to 1:30. It's in
And
Samurai
now-
7. Or did they switch?
Dude, I've been watching, like, Cartoon Network every single night because American Dad comes on and it keeps saying 1 a.m. So
Yeah, I've seen too much drama about it. I'm pretty sure it's 1 a.m.
Alright, it's 1 a.m. Anime News Network had it wrong.
I remember because I freaking flipped out in bed the first time they aired that commercial and I scared the shit out of my husband.
Medusa has a husband.
What the fuck is wrong?
I am trying to picture Medusa like having a fangirl moment, and
I did.
It's not
So-
that
That'd be my
hard.
night.
It's not that hard.
That'd be my night right here.
Patty's on.
Hello, Patty. Good
Late
thing,
as always,
good thing
yeah.
Patty wasn't on when we had the Bleach news. No comment. Alright, this is Keelan Munger. I'm throwing it to Tsubaki. Tsubaki, what gaming news do we have today over these 2 weeks that we weren't here?
Okay, I'm gonna start off with some depressing news a little bit, because nowadays the video game market is collapsing in on itself right now, which a lot of people have noticed with the Wii U this is happening with. But anyways, game over. Why video game console sales are plummeting. And this was posted 2 days ago on basically a business website, which surprised me. Anyways, basically, the U.S. sales of consoles has dropped 21% in 2012, which costed them over $4 billion in sales. And this is all gaming console businesses put together here. Not just Nintendo, not just Microsoft or Sony either.
It's because everyone's waiting on their tax refunds. Hurry up, IRS!
Oh yeah, I know about that. I'm still waiting for my parents still waiting for theirs. Anyways, Microsoft has stated that the Xbox division revenue has dropped 29%. Sony's has dropped 15% in last year, and Nintendo's next gen console, the Wii U, failed as the next generation because it was originally planned to be the next real gaming console. It has only sold about 3 million consoles so far, which they were expecting around, I think, a little over 5 million to sell.
Because no third party is making games for it at the current moment.
And besides licensing for that, people are pinning their hopes on Microsoft and Sony for the gaming industry now. Did you know that, Felix?
Sony for the gaming industry. I wouldn't trust. My opinion, I don't trust Sony for the gaming industry.
I don't really either, but apparently the sales nowadays are going towards virtual games. That no one wants a hard copy anymore. In fact, the most sales people have had this year are on video game apps. When it comes to app consumption on iOS and Android smartphone devices, consumers spend over 40% of all their time using the games for it. So now games are actually going virtual, like how we've seen on the 3DS with their eShop, with the PlayStation 3. I'm pretty sure Xbox has theirs too going up now, which I haven't heard much on that yet. I haven't heard anything positive about that yet. Another thing on this is...
Tsubaki, can I stop you right there real quick?
What?
Okay, because I'm pretty sure Keelik agrees with me, and you probably do too. I'd rather have the game as opposed to downloading it, and at least then I could wave it in somebody's face saying, haha, I got this before you did.
Oh, I know. When the Fire Emblem Awakening game was postponed to release, they released it on the eShop before anything else. And I told people to wait for a physical copy, and no one believed me. And now majority of them have lost their game systems with the game on it. And that's my fit with it right there.
That's why I have hard copies.
That's why I wait for a hard copy too. I don't like it.
Same
I don't
here.
like a virtual copy, and also it can be corrupted easily. Anyone can corrupt that data. Anyways, that's the depressing news so far for this. I'm pretty sure the game
Industries
sales
are probably going to do virtual copies, and then some hacker's going to hack into their entire system and completely cheat all the virtual copies.
Oh my
And then
god, you
industries
guys!
can go-
I'm sorry, I need to interrupt. This is freaking awesome, and whoever just talked, I don't know if it was Nick or AJ, but you guys reminded me of something, and I'm sure you guys would think it's awesome. Wednesday. Wait, no. It was Monday morning in North Carolina. Someone hacked a radio station and issued a zombie apocalypse warning.
I really wish I had heard that.
I saw that on the news last night.
I heard that this morning. Oh my god, I was cracking up.
I didn't hear about that. I'm surprised my friends didn't tell me because they live up there.
Like, I'm wondering how much of the state went into complete panic mode after they.
I'm pretty sure most of them were just laughing their asses off, or at least the
I
ones
heard
with
it
the
was a
brains
TV
were.
station. Like, it was one of those, this is a test things, but it wasn't a test because they were like, this is a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, I don't know what happened afterwards or how they said it was fake, but I thought it was fucking hilarious. Carry on.
I think that they said that they got a lot of calls from people who were like, well, I was scared, but they didn't really see anybody going too crazy. I think it was the timing. Like, if they had done it towards the evening when all the teenagers and the 19-year-olds were around, then there would have been, some craziness. But I think they did it at midday. So only housewives were concerned.
Yeah, I saw that last night. I'm just like,
Thank you, Medusa.
You're welcome.
Okay. That cheered me up now. Anyways, next bit of news. Xseed announces RPG-filled 2013 lineup. They have released their lineup for the 2013 that they're going to be doing. They're going to be Rune Factory 4, which I've already talked about. Valhalla Knights 3, which is basically a party-based combat to PlayStation Vita. It's being released this fall, and you guys can learn more about it later when I get more info on it. There's another one coming out is Wise Memories of Celeta. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, which is a reimaging of Wise, I believe 4. It's featuring a boatload of memories from the previous games and the largest overworld. And this is a Vita interaction. Also features a high definition adult exploration of land while surprisingly suffering from amnesia. Anyways, you guys will be seeing this game in the fall, along with, and I believe another one that's coming out is Wise 1 and 2 Chronicles for the PC. That's going to be launching in Steam, and that is being released this month. Which I'm actually going to be curious about this. Anyways, this isn't the first time Xseed has released this title, as the PSP also has this game already. This is labeled as a enhanced remake, and it's unclear what's being added to this version other than Steamworks. Anyone have anything to say about that?
Nope.
No.
Yay! Anyways, I'm actually going to be doing something a little bit out of the works here because I just found this today and I liked it. Time Warner's confirms a new Batman game being released this year.
Yes!
I figured you guys would like that. Actually, I'm gonna be posting the link up on the Skype, which you guys can post onto the group because I cannot do that currently. If I do anything else, I'm gonna crash. Anyways, according to VG 247, this time around, Batman Arkham game will not be developed by the developer of the last 2 games in the series, Rocksteady Studios. As of now, it is unclear which studio is going to be developing this game. It could be the Silver Age based on the prequel to Batman that was rumored to be in the works last year. And Medusa, I put a link up there for you so you could read all about this.
Yes.
Because there's a lot more info on this, but I'm going to let Medusa do that a little bit later if she wants to. Okay, next up. For all of you, I'm going to believe the majority of these people are perverts out there who like the Hyperdimension Neptunia games. There is a app ready on the
Hey, not those games.
and I'm not including you. I'm including the friends I have that like to stare at them almost naked. Anyways.
Wait, what?
Anyway,
What are y'all talking about?
nothing.
Hyper,
And
Got
it. All of you shut up like 5 seconds.
Neptunia.
Shut it right now. Okay, anyways. NIS America has released the Hyperdimension Neptunia app for the iPhone and the iPod Touch, and it's free. The app comes with a clock function and has a touch button that makes characters from the Neptunia series, Neptune and Nore, react differently depending on the time and the date. Different reactions have been included from morning, lunch, and evening. Reactions also included for Christmas, birthdays, Valentine's Day, and so on. You can also use an alarm function to have Neptune or Nor wake you up. While the base app is free, you can pay to download additional functions. A full pay version will include a light meter that fills up the more often you use the app. Failing to use the app for even a single day resets the light meter to 0. There are 3 levels to light meter, and filling each one makes Neptune and Nor say something different with the tap of the touch button. Now then, Sensei, you were reacting to this. Did?
Oh, I was saying, don't knock Hyper to Neptunia. That game series is awesome.
I love that game, dude. I'm not gonna lie, I love it. I just know the majority of my friends like to look at them almost naked, so.
I got the game. Signed by Christina V. Yay!
Well, you can buy it. I'm going to steal that from you now.
Never.
Of course you do.
What? I actually like that game. Anyways, Monster Hunters 3 Ultimate Dual Blade and Demon Mode. Capcom have shared weapon details for the dual blade weapons in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, along with the screenshots of the game. As a class derived from the sword and shield, the dual blades have a rather short reach, and since you give them the shield in exchange for another sword, you can't block incoming attacks. However, on all other fronts, the dual blades prove to be a very impressive weapon, especially when they are put in the right hands. Aside from its main set of attacks, strings, and fast combos, one of the dual blade's most unique and useful features is the demon mode, which, when activated, this devastating mode drastically increases the power and effectiveness of your attacks. It also fills up the demon gauge whenever you hit a monster. When the gauge is completely filled, it activates a archdemon mode, which enhances your attacks even more. This also stays active even after you've deactivated the demon mode, but not for too long. This game is going to be released on March 19th in North America and March 22nd in Europe. A demo will be made available for the 3DS and the Wii U on February 21st. And it includes a lot of interesting screenshots of the game, which I actually can't wait for. Anyone have any comments before I go on?
No?
Oh, hey, look who's on! Anyways, let me finish this up, and yeah. Now then, for Pokemon news, I'm pretty sure all of you have already heard this. I'm just going to say it now. There is a new evolution, which is called Nymphia in Japan. The full name of the next upcoming Pokemon movie that was released with this also is Extreme Speed Genesect and the Awakening of Mewtwo, according to the latest issue of Japan's Koro magazine. Prior to the main film, a short titled Eevee and Friends will be shown, and it's going to feature the new Pokemon. There have been lately, like in the past 24 hours that this image has been released, there have been more fan art and more Facebook pages and more of everything made that I've actually seen with the latest boom. That's one. I'm actually kind of wondering what the hell, but anyway, no one has any comments on this either.
What type is it?
That's not been released yet.
It's a freaking
Nope.
evolution. You can look at it.
It could be pretty much anything.
It's probably the
What color is it?
It's probably flying though. It's just bright. Yeah, I mean it's probably flying type.
it's a cream color.
It's cream, orange, and blue. And it looks like it's pretty much windy where the Pokemon is, so I'm gonna have to assume flying. But we can't assume anything until it has been revealed. So.
You can always assume stuff.
Yeah, but I can't officially post it on my page unless it's revealed and I got proof. So yeah. And Medusa, do you want to comment on that Batman link I showed you?
Oh God, I am looking forward to seeing if they change Catwoman's outfit any, because they did in the one that came out this past year, but it was just really slight changes. It just didn't have texture to it for the outfit. It had like metal over it, but I don't know. I'm interested because the Joker was supposedly dead in the first one that came out. So I don't know what they're going to do with it this time.
I actually thought that picture that used for the ad was interesting.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping that's like probably something they might do though.
It kind of looks like the one that like just came out, honestly, like just a tad bit different. I don't know what they're going to do with it, because like in the first one, whenever you're playing it, you like the Joker dies in your arms and he carries him out and he's pretty much just pronounced dead. Harley's crying her eyes out and scene end. Like, I don't know what they're going to do with it. I don't know if it's going to like technically take place before this, or I don't know. Maybe the Joker didn't really die. I don't know.
Twist.
Yeah, that's what I think I'm actually looking forward to that more than seeing Catwoman's outfit, because I don't know how they're gonna tie that in.
Okay then, I don't really have any other news to announce, so I'm just gonna throw it back to Keelik now.
I was in the middle of something. Man, I guess my derpy search will have to wait till later. So,
Spirited here. Oh hey!
a different derpy.
Speaking of the idiot.
So,
Speak of the devil, and the devil shall appear.
Hey, you're not a devil. You're a little worse.
So now that is back to me. Our next order of business would be our Comic-Con preview. Of our podcast members, there are only 2 going because one's a douche, another one's car doesn't work. Wait, that's the same one.
Yeah.
That
Who's
is
the
not
douche?
the reason I'm going. I'm not
Sorry.
going.
Sorry, I have
Other
school.
people have school.
I have work.
That costs money.
Y'all know that when I go to
That is not
cons,
the
y'all
reason I'm
send...
not going. Quite frankly, if I was gonna go, I was gonna go and troll you. That's it.
You
Well,
know,
plus
most cons I go to, besides Momo and AWA, I get free rooms for y'all, remember? Doop.
But there's this thing called traveling.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's
And
this thing
on
called
my
hopping a
end-
ride with people. I do it.
And on my
I
end, I have
can't
a
do
major
that.
test. I have a major test and a major essay due right after that.
Have you met the people I hop rides with?
Oh yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Alright, continuing on, we have the Comic-Con review. While I look for my schedule that I printed up, Medusa,
Yeah.
go.
Go what?
Go where?
Go where I'm going to Comic-Con.
Yes, we know.
Yes.
So which of the panels do you say that you're only going to be there for one day? Correct?
I will show up to support you guys. I don't know if you want me up front in a different costume. I'm not wearing Medusa to Comic-Con. I don't know if you guys... I wanted to ask you guys about that.
You can ask later.
Okay.
So, of the Saturday you're going to be there, what are some of the things you want to do that you see on the schedule?
I haven't seen the schedule yet.
You haven't seen the schedule. That's like the biggest thing that happened this week.
No, I haven't seen it.
It's
They
your
released the
stuff.
schedule the week of the convention.
Guys, I finished Sayako. Okay, that's what I've been focusing on. She's
like-
done.
But
So-
you were talking about your MomoCon schedule.
I know. No, babe. That's like a completely different thing. Like I have a shit ton of photo shoots and stuff that I have to actually schedule.
It's just funny because you know about the one that's further away, but the one that's
I'm sorry. Because it's so small, I don't bother, to make schedules. So.
Comic-Con is only small for now.
It's okay. I pretended to make a schedule for Momo, but I really haven't.
Can you guys link me the schedule?
Hey, I don't have to make a schedule for Momo,
There's an app for that.
but mostly because that, and also the fact that I know that, and also Keelik sits here and blows up my phone every 10 minutes at a con anyway. Hey, where you at? Hey, what are you doing? Hey, blah 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 blah. Keelik, calm down. I'm looking right at you.
I can't see you. You're too black. The sky's dark. Where'd you go?
Smile.
Smile.
Smile. Yep, smile.
Was this during the rave or something? Because I'll tell you what, Sid is a very good ninja when it comes to the rave, even with all his glow sticks.
Dude, the rave, I'm gonna have my Jack Frost staff glowing so you guys point me out. Like, for real.
Hopefully by MomoCon, I could have my secret project part of it done so I can show that off. Spirit knows what I'm talking about, but we're not allowed to talk of it on here.
Sadly, I'm a part of it.
So is Sid, but we can't talk about it on here because its fandom has people that like to take stuff a lot and take credit for it. A lot.
Buddy, you would all die.
I just posted the schedule.
No,
Oh,
you
wait.
didn't.
Now I just posted the schedule. Don't correct me, Medusa. I meant
You
to
don't
hit
correct
her.
him when he's clearly wrong.
Never.
Really? Yeah, really, we'd hate to see that happen.
All the time.
So,
Yes.
Comic-Con happens this weekend, February 15th,
15th through
the
17th.
in Birmingham, Alabama, which is probably the biggest city in Birmingham.
You mean in Alabama?
In Alabama. No, the state should just be called
Fail.
Birmingham.
Fail.
Fail.
In my world, the only city that matters in Alabama is Birmingham. And Ozark, but that's because of different
Wow.
reasons.
Well,
Huntsville too.
Wow, I'm gonna tell my.
Tuscaloosa used to matter, but Comic-Con moved, so it doesn't anymore. Special guests for Comic-Con this weekend includes Michelle Ruff, voices of Rukia, Yoko,
I wish I could.
I mean, Rukia, Yuki, Yoko, yeah, I was right, and Chi, Vic Mignogna, everyone knows what he does. He does Spirit.
Hey,
Chris Sabat.
Oh my god, you guys, Vegeta's going to be there.
Vegeta.
I am a Vegeta and Trunks fangirl. You guys have no
I
idea.
wonder if he gets trolled by all the jokes that Team 4-Star has caused.
It probably does. It reminds me something Chris
Okay,
Sabat once
people
said. I heard he said at a convention. And I've probably said this before, but it was so funny when he was asked why was he doing Garderbell. He goes like, "Well, there's no black people to voice act. I mean, don't get me wrong. This is not to sound racist, but their voice structure and mouth movements give a different voice feel. So every time I get stuck doing a black character, I'm kind of somewhat. It's harder to do than the other ones." And when someone asks, "So why aren't there any black voice actors?" Because no one tries out. We did have this one guy one time. He tried out, but all he wanted to do was white voices. So we asked him, "Do you want to do any black people voice?" And he goes, "That's kind of racist, isn't it?" But then he goes, "But we kind of need them."
Well, we know two people on here who would probably jump at the chance.
So moving on, Colleen Klinkenberg, who actually does Marie for Soul Eater. She also does
Urza
Luffy
from
in One
Fairy
Piece.
Tail.
Ursa from Fairy Tail, Gohan and 18 and Kai,
Woohoo!
and Risa Ihawk in Full Metal Alchemist.
Hawkeye.
Yes.
Marianne Miller is also coming. For the internet guests, we have Doug Walker, Little Karibo, Marble Hornets, That Sci-Fi Guy, and Coaffer. Tack, miscellaneous guests, we have Aaron Parbone and the Otaku Fusion Belly Dancer, along with 91.8 The Fan, Laugh Out Loud, Giriku's Game Show, and the Alabama 50, the 501st.
Woohoo!
All the Star Wars
Hooray!
fans. So,
Wish
overall,
I could go.
I did put down a schedule, and there will be some things I'm attending, like Little Karibo's panel. I'm going to try my hand at music trivia.
Ain't little Karibo going to be at MomoCon as well?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he was at
So-
Comic-Con first.
So we don't have to feel too bad about missing it.
He was at Comic-Con first.
Oh well.
Click the other links, Medusa.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. What other links?
Just keep scrolling down and you'll see them.
Oh,
I already have a title for this episode.
shut up.
I will also be attending the My Little Pony Nice Vids panel.
Of course.
And-
Lucy.
Friday after 9, I'll be doing whatever I feel like. Saturday I'll be attending the AMA military breakfast they have. I'll definitely go to the opening show. I'll go to some of the guest fan panel and the story panels that they have for the convention. But Comic-Con is different from other conventions that instead of it's each year, it's each season, and it's a continuous story from their first convention to now about their was one, now it's two Congos and their quest to take over the world. Last year, they needed to get a magical mascot so they can actually walk inside the tall grass. They picked Shoko, the Yandere turtle. Oh, Yandere. But now, this season, they have to defeat Shoko's 7 evil exes in order to actually go and journey out in the tall grass. So they have 7 event panels going on, like one versus the con, dodgeball, the rave, donut eating contest. Spirit, why can't you be there?
Don't get me started.
Isn't he on a diet now?
Yes, I am. I am aiming to look dead sexy and spandex. My daughter.
I'm
so
sorry.
My eyes!
That's never gonna happen.
My eyes!
Ew.
Sorry,
I will
that-
make
that
my
never
daughter
happened.
happy.
I need mind soap!
No.
Mind
The sad part
soap!
about it is,
Nasty. No.
It's too bad it's not rainbow color
The sad part-
spandex.
It will be because
No.
it's
There will be. Continuing
That's
on,
not the way to make me happy, okay? No.
the Soul Eater podcast has 4 panels that we're doing.
unfortunately, with him.
Soul Leader Podcast has 4 panels that we're doing for this convention. February 16th at 700. February 16th at 7 o'clock. Dang, military time. We will be hosting our Soul Leader Podcast panel. At
Oh wait, say it again and not military time.
7 o'clock
Okay.
p.m.
Okay, sorry.
We will host our Soul Leader Podcast panel. At 10 o'clock, I will be hosting the World Golly Knows fan panel, the first to which I have seen.
I'm gonna go to that. Or I want to go to that.
Wait, I don't see it. I don't see it. Are we on Saturday?
We're on Saturday.
I don't see
That's
it.
the 16th. Oh gosh, Medusa.
I'm sorry, I do not see it on looking on the schedule. I do not see it at 7 p.m.
Oh, by the way, I got something else to say that I think everyone would be interested in hearing, besides probably a couple of people on here. I, the one and only Spirit, will be in part of a play. It's called Who Done It. It is by the Atlanta Imaginarium cast. We are doing a BioShock mixed with a little Doctor Who mystery dinner theater without the dinner part. So if you like BioShock, you like Doctor Who, and you like seeing people get killed, yeah, come by and stay for a few laughs because there's going to be some slashing.
So, after that... at 10 o'clock, we will be hosting the World Golly Knows fan panel, the first of which I have seen anywhere. On Sunday, the 17th, I'll be hosting with DJ Midget Brony, a Brony music panel, which includes the history of the Bronies from where they originally came from. We were lucky enough to find one of the first 20 Bronies. Yay, from 4chan. And he's going to talk about that, plus the music that comes with the convention. And then we're hosting a Super Sentai panel.
I will be
Fun,
avoiding
good.
that.
Wait, what convention?
Comic-Con.
Oh,
As long as no one says Megaforce, I don't need a defibrillator.
dude, people are gonna say
I
Megaforce.
really wish I could go.
I've been reading some reviews on Megaforce. People goes like, yeah, this is awesome. There was like, it's so funny. And it's like, no, there's nothing funny about this show. It's just plain awful. You do not know what you're talking about. I don't know what it is, but there's something off about Megaforce, especially the first episode. I haven't seen the second episode off, but the first episode was just off. I don't know what they were thinking. It probably was because they rushed it. Don't know. But the writing sucked. And the storyline did not follow itself at all. It's like they wanted to throw as many original ideas from the original series into it and didn't actually think about the story or the writing to go with it. But that's my Megaforce rant for the moment. So don't forget to stop by our panels and pick up some business cards. I got 500 new ones.
Yay.
Oh yeah.
Does it actually have our Tumblr on it?
Fail.
I don't remember.
Wah, wah, wah.
Oh God.
Well, it doesn't matter. All 500 will be gone by
Oh.
MomoCon, and I have to order more anyways.
Yeah, true.
Especially with
Oh my god, I gotta order some.
especially with the Ruka passing out cards. They'll be gone within 20 minutes. So, now that Medusa
point.
has seen some of the schedule, is there anything that pop out to you besides Christopher Sabat? Chris Sabat?
Not. I'm confused with. I see Gact on here. Are they just playing his music videos or something?
I'm not 100% sure.
I might go to the Pokemon game show. Dragon Ball oh god, what? I just read Dragon Ball Evolution. What the fuck is that?
It might be the little Karibo Team 4-Star Dragon Ball Evolution overplay where they
Oh my
made
god.
Okay.
I would totally go to that.
It's like in between my Soul Leader podcast and me.
It's at I think it's at 9.
It's at
like
9. It's in
8,
between
9.
the
It's
podcast
right after the full. Yeah, it's right after the podcast.
and right
Dude,
before my next panel in the same room.
And Cosplay 101 is right before it, so I might just stay in that room the whole day.
Wait, there's
Oh,
a Talia above it.
The AMV contest too.
And there's the Homestruck in that room, so don't stay in that room all day.
I hate Homestuck.
Yeah.
No, there's no fucking way. I'm going to.
Some of them are okay. Not all of them, but some of them.
I'll be at the cosplay contest. I won't be in it though. So,
Surprising. Oh, you've
Yeah.
already won awards, right? Though?
I've never tried at a con. I've never bothered.
Me neither.
Plus, you know, the thing that makes me stand out are my snakes, and they're not allowed in the building. And if I do take them in, security doesn't know about it, so I can't really do that.
Da, 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 da. We say nothing. Forget that comment y'all people heard.
There's never snakes in the
They're
convention.
not going to the cons anymore. I'm retiring Medusa after MomoCon, so.
So, that's what we have for Comic Con. Stay tuned next week after we give our review for Comic Con. And just remember, if you're gonna go to the rave, drink water before.
I can make ice.
Especially if you're Keeling.
Hey, I just rave in swim trunks from now on. That gets rid of a lot of problems. I don't like wet underwear from sweat. Since Spirit just took off when it's his section turn, we'll come back. We'll come back to him, and so now we're gonna go over to Patty. Patty.
Okay, let me see if I can get this picture up real quick. My internet is like driving me nuts tonight.
It always
Okay.
drives me nuts, Patty. That's what you get for trying to watch Kamen Rider Double so much.
Kamen Rider. Dickhead.
It was Double's fault for kicking the heck out of my computer and killing it.
Is there not a bigger image?
No, I can't find a bigger image than that, but I just think that is really cute since it's Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is tomorrow, of course, thank God, and I am still single.
Go back.
No.
Go
Was that
back.
is
Well,
that-
Patty, with that
is
attitude, what do you
boy.
expect?
Hintity hint hint, everyone. Patty's single. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day.
They'll ask her out.
No, I have someone
Well, with
already
that
in mind.
attitude, Patty,
Patty's single because she chooses to be.
No, it's because it's my
No,
yeah.
Patty's single because
no,
crazy.
no, people. It's because my boobs aren't big enough like Blair's.
Forever alone.
Patty's single because she chooses to be. That's my story, and I'm sticking to
Well,
it.
then, what's Maka's excuse?
Oh,
Hey, that's not really an excuse anymore if you read the new chapter, which we'll get to later.
anyway,
Oh,
this picture has Soul and Maka in it. Of course, some fans of Soul Eater love Soul and Maka together. So since it's Valentine's tomorrow, I thought it'd be really cute looking up a picture of Soul and Maka, one of my favorite couples in Soul Eater.
What is this
Okay,
Valentine's
everyone's-
Day you speak of? All I know is Single Awareness Day.
Seriously.
Fine then. It's to give people's chocolates day. Is that better?
It's the wait till tomorrow. Wait till the day after because the candy's 50% off day.
I love that day.
That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do.
I love
Yes,
that
that's
day
what
because
I
I love
do.
doing conventions where I need candy, and those days are best.
Maka. It's even better for me because either way, I have to go to the shop right next to my candy store.
Nice.
I'm happy.
Right
So,
beside
Patty, we've heard why you chose this picture. Is there anything what's the best part of this picture?
I say the lollipop. Yes, the shiny lollipop, and the skull kind of reminded me. I thought Medusa would like the skull on Maka's ribbon. That's really cute. Maka, you look so adorable. Okay, let's see. Medusa, what do you think of the picture?
I think it's cute. Yeah, I do like the skull. It looks more Christmassy than Valentine's Day because Soul
Yeah,
has like a
That's what I
Santa
was
hat
saying.
on and it's green.
it
Like
looks
his
like
red
it's.
shirt.
It was the only picture I could find for Valentine's Day. It sucks.
Z-Ray did one, but it's just Maka. It's kind of cute though.
Anyway,
Like,
but yeah, I agree with Medusa. It is Christmassy, but I mean it's cute, and I couldn't find anything for Valentine's Day for Soul Eater.
Can I have the
But-
lollipop?
Hee hee hee. Anywho,
Can I have the lollipop?
No.
no,
fine.
it's Maka's. It's Maka's.
Fine.
Okay, Maka, what do you think of the picture?
Well, I think you guys know I'm a shipper, so shipper feels,
You don't
but not as
say.
intense as the new chapter. There were some major shipper feels there. Shipper feels. I'm done.
Okay, thank you, Maka. Keelik?
I'll pass on this explanation. Let someone else go. Where's my love?
You don't get one.
Dude, there is no love for Keelik.
Except for with Fire and Thunder, maybe they'll make you something. Oh my god, now I need to write it. And I still haven't finished your other. But now I have to write like Fire and Thunder making Keelik things. It would be so cute.
Oh, don't let my academics come out. Dance, water, dance. Anywho, Sid Sensei.
I can't really say too much because tomorrow I got to pass out Valentine's to all of the kids at the dormitory from other people at the school. I still got 2 more boxes I got to move.
Sucks to be you.
Oh Lord.
Not really. You're on the list. You're on the list to actually get a box.
Nope.
Couple boxes with your
Wow.
name on it.
I got classes to teach.
No, seriously, there's a couple boxes. No, there's a couple boxes with your name on it in a box.
Oh, okay, gentlemen. Okay, where was I? Okay, Spirit. I forgot Spirit's gone. He's probably flirting with Blair for only we know. Okay, Maka's gonna have to Maka chop him later. Okay, Tsubaki.
I want the lollipop.
No,
Do you not have an extra one?
no. And that one already had Soul licking it. And unless you want to lick after Soul,
I don't
It's
care.
wet. It's wet. It's sticky. It's
Stop
wet.
that comment right there.
Oh my god.
This is actually some pretty good material for my latest little creation that I gotta make.
Well, Spirit's not here, so who else is going to be the pervert of the podcast, huh?
Me?
No, not you.
Tsubaki?
Oh, come on! I already read all the fanfics for it.
all of the things.
I'm pretty.
All of the clopping.
all.
I'm pretty sure Spirit would love to see his little girl all dressed up and him kicking. Yeah, him kicking Soul's butt. Yeah, that would be the day.
That's the new manga chapter. Unless chapter.
Yet, Maka, not yet. We'll get to that.
I'm so excited though.
And I believe I got everyone on the chat. So, and that is Patty's art of the day. So, back to you, Keelik.
So it's back to me, and I'm gonna do what any black guy in charge always does, and the greatest at. Throw it to someone else. Medusa, it's time for her cosplayer highlight.
Yay. Wait. Okay, never mind. Well, I wanted to pick someone who is not a very popular cosplayer, and I think she needs to be given more credit than she is given. It's my friend Trinity, and her cosplay that she's most known for is her Maka and her Urza cosplay.
Link.
See,
I know.
I want to see the Urza.
Okay, there's her Facebook. Everyone needs to like it. Trinity is one of my closest friends now that I attend the cons with. And I actually styled her Mako wig.
That is freaking amazing.
And she made her prop. I think the costume is bought, but she's only been cosplaying not professional, but she's been taking shit seriously for about 2 years, I think, 2 or 3 years. And she doesn't know how to sew, so she commissions a lot of her stuff also. I do probably about 80% of her wigs now. But she's extremely nice, and she's also known for doing stocking from Panty and Stocking, and her boyfriend Caleb does God, I don't know what his name is. The boy version. I don't watch Panty and Stocking, so. But yeah. Oh, and you guys, you need to check out her. She does a certain version of Maka that's only in the manga, I think.
She does the manga. She's not in the manga. It's a manga chapter opening. It's this very special cover piece manga from Spotify. And I think it's like chapter 65.
Yeah, it's
that
the
it
one
came
where
out.
she's holding her father, and I'm like, well, Maka, you're revealing to be holding your father.
Well, I mean, I think it's awesome. I've never seen that outfit before until she decided to do it, so.
Yeah, I think she wore it to Awa because I think I was like, oh my god, you're an obscure Maka that no one recognizes too.
Yeah.
She wore it to Awa, and I pointed it out to her, and she was like, "Oh my god, you're like the only person who noticed."
I gotta say, I like her. I actually like this one. And yes,
Pause.
I'm making sure I'm looking at the right one this time.
All right, continuing on, Medusa.
I was gonna say, she's doing some cosplays this year that are in certain groups. She's in one of my groups. I'm doing an Assassin's Creed. She's doing the regular Ezio, a female version, and I'm doing the female version of Assassin's Creed 2 Revelation. And also Karen Muse Cosplay is doing a Connor female version. What?
Sorry.
Okay, Taylor.
Mysteriously. Isn't that right, Maka, my darling?
Isn't what right?
We continue. I'm sorry. Just ignore the redhead.
Cool.
Idiot.
I'm completely drawing a blank right now of what she's doing. Oh, I'm doing her Wolfwood wig. She's doing a Wolfwood cosplay at MomoCon. I think she's coming out with another Urza. I'm styling her Natsu wig for Fairy Tale. And those are the only ones that come to mind right now. But I'm uber excited for her costumes this year because I'm actually making her Assassin's Creed one. That's so
A
freaking
female Natsu?
No. She's doing a Natsu, like the Natsu from Fairy Tale.
I know a female. Not a female Natsu, right?
She's a girl. No, she's doing the female Assassin's Creed Ezio. But she's doing the Natsu, the male one.
I like it.
There's no female one, but
By the way, I hate to interrupt. If you guys hear yelling or barking, I apologize for that.
it's cool.
There's currently a dog fight going on downstairs, I think.
We will never apologize. We will not.
And you wonder why I call you an idiot.
So, what's your favorite costume, people?
Okay, what was the one of her in the brown jacket? 'Cause I like that one a lot.
Maka.
It was Maka.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm blonde right now. I can't remember most of this thing. Also, I'm not caught up on the manga yet, so I haven't seen it yet. That's why I asked. I thought it was, but I didn't know. Yeah, though, I like that one a lot. That was pretty cool. That and the Natsu one I saw.
Yeah, I kind of love the Maka one too because that shows that not only are you like you're not just a fan enough of the series to wear like the regular, but you're a fan enough to know that there's others out there, which was so.
I'm fan enough to build my own Keelik pots and not buy the ones off the internet like most other people do, or forgo them altogether.
I didn't even know there were ones on the internet.
They're not like... They're ones on Cosplay Magic. They're just like...
They're wrong, aren't they?
What? Build your own cosplays?
Who are you talking about, Taylor?
I have no idea.
So now
I'm
we're gonna
drunk.
call him Taylor.
I'm drunk. Wait, who is this Taylor of what you speak of?
Apparently you.
Hey, don't
You've
give
been
away my
answering.
secret identity.
It's not really a secret.
Okay.
Pretend I'm
Right.
Batman. Would you ever say Batman's real name? No.
Yes. Yes. If I knew it, yes.
I'm the Batman.
You failed
Hey,
that.
my
People
husband
are
is the Batman, you impersonator.
I can agree with
Anyone
I
can
can
be the
agree with you,
Batman. No, anybody can be the Batman. All they need is a deep booming voice and $1 million.
Your
You,
voice
you
got
like both. You like both of those.
I hate to tell you this, Bear, but you don't have either one.
it started
Told
off
you.
and
And while we're waiting... Alright, I got your attention.
Okay, everyone needs to like figure out their favorite cosplay from this chick so I can totally tell her.
Maka and Natsu.
I
Also-
can't even look at it right now.
Medusa, can you let your friend know that I shared her on my page that has over 1,000 likes on it?
Okay, cool. Wait, you
I
have a
love-
page?
Yeah,
Ah,
I have over 1,300 likes on it now.
oh my god, mine's like almost hitting 1,000. I'm so jealous.
Well, take me to your page and I'll share it. I actually like your cosplays and hers.
You don't have my cosplay page?
I forgot the name of it. I liked it. I've already liked it.
Anyway, I just want to say that this girl, like, I fucking hated Maka's guts whenever I first saw Soul Eater.
Ouch.
And it's not just because she hated Medusa. I thought she was such an annoying character. But after I met Trinity, I have become used to maca, and I can
Ouch,
see
the pain.
Well, I don't know. A lot of people don't like Maka because she acts exactly like a teenage girl, which can be freaking annoying.
I enjoy her.
I like her, but at
There's
the same
a-
time, I'm not going to say she's not annoying because she is very.
I do enjoy her,
Teenage girl.
her stocking outfits.
I like her Erza. It's nice.
Oh, yes.
I did too. I did too. I just thought that Maka she did was amazing.
Whoops.
I just feel blonde for not realizing that, though.
Obscurity for the win.
Ding, ding, ding. Someone give this woman a prize!
And she's actually got one of the better scythes I've seen too. Like I think I've seen one that might top hers, but I don't even remember who it was. But pretty much everybody, like when they make the scythes,
You guys, that
Look
scythe. Are you talking about the is it called the Witchblade? I don't know what it's called.
the soul one.
Witch Hunter?
The giant one that glows.
The Witch
Yeah.
Hunter?
Yes, my
Suzuku.
friend, yes, she has that one. Is that the one you're talking about? The scythe?
There's a couple of different ones. Is it Witch Hunter, Genie Hunter, Keishan
I've
Hunter?
actually seen,
It's
I've
Witch
probably
Hunter.
seen the Witch Hunter you're talking about. That's one of my favorites. But just her regular soul scythe is actually really, really good because most people's theirs doesn't have enough curve or the blade's not long enough. Like those are things that really, really, really bother me, and I can't even describe why. Now it got quiet again.
Yes, yes, it did.
Cricket. Cricket.
So, now that we've had our cosplayer of the week, we're gonna move over to Chips My Blades.
Oh, hells yeah! And I got a good one for today.
Oh my
Oh
god.
god.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry, it's not about anything. It's not about anything weird, like in training bras or something or like that.
What?
Remind me to slap you the next time I see you. Which will actually be pretty soon, actually.
I will.
Okay, what I have today is something that has really been getting on my nerves lately, and I'm sure everyone can agree. College.
Which
Yep.
part of it? Because currently I'm about to bitch someone out because of it. Most likely a
Okay.
teacher.
Basically, let's go with the beginning of college. Basically, trying to get the hell in it. Now, I'm sure a lot of us have had a lot of freaking trouble just trying to get in a freaking college. You know, the minute you leave out of high school, you think, hey, I'm done. You know, I can go out and get a job now.
No!
You might as well.
Yeah, I think you can just go out and get a job now. You know what? I'm free. No more of this cheap education. I'm gonna go off the things now. But wait,
No, it's
no.
expensive education.
no. There's this thing called college that you apparently nowadays have to go to. Because for some reason they make college so freaking mandatory for you and so freaking insane that you just have you have to go. It's like for some reason you just can't get a job anymore because you just can't get a job. So
Well, it's
what do
easier
you
to
do?
get one now if you're actually in it.
Exactly. You know, it's easier to get a job if you decide to put yourself through another 2 to 4 years of more hell.
Or in my case, 6.
Yeah. So, what's the real bad part about college? Because there's a lot of different factors that average
Can
into
I name one?
the subject. Yes, Sabaki, go ahead.
Actually, I got 2. One of them is the freaking financial aid.
I agreed. Financial aid.
Except for when you get money back from financial aid. Then it's like
I never get money back.
I
Sucks to
used
be
to when I
you.
was
An avenue to.
All I can get is a scholarship because Pell Grant will not grant me that because I'm a dependent. I am freaking poor, so I don't get a grant.
The worst.
I got grants.
Here's the thing about college. You know, you get out of high school, and then you think you can just go out and get a job, but you can't. So you go to college. But college is so freaking expensive these days. The only way to go to college is unless you're rich, or unless you still live with your parents and they're more than happy to give you the money for your semester and for your books, but you actually have to take out loans just to be able to go to college. Now, the worst thing that really gets me about this whole subject is once you go through the whole 4 years and then you finally get your degree, that a degree does not guarantee you that you're going to get a job. You have to be able to just go out and find a job. But what if you don't find one? Like, what if you live in a place where there's no other jobs available? So what are you going to do then?
Get another degree. That's what I'm gonna have to do.
Well, not only do you have to probably get another degree, but you're constantly building debt to the school. And then by the time you get out of school, exactly how much money are you in debt already? You have to pay back the school everything that you took out. So in a way, you're going into college with nothing, with high hopes, but by the time you get out, you have this huge debt on your shoulders. And plus, it's not like the people who actually run all the paperwork in a college are actually very competent either.
Oh, I can tell you that much.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, Tsubaki. I can use a little breather.
Well, Spirit, you went to my school, remember?
Sadly, yes.
And you remember how stupid they were.
I have met brain dead turtles that had more IQ than those people.
Yeah, and I met your teacher too, so.
Got it.
Yeah, though. Currently, my teachers are all part-time workers. They are idiots. They don't know what the hell they're even doing, and they don't even know how to do their jobs. Like, I'm pretty sure my current teacher for operating systems couldn't even install Windows 7 into a computer. That's how brain dead I think the guy is.
That's really bad.
And don't even get me started on his paperwork either. Don't get me started on that.
My teachers, for the most part, knew what they were doing. Our financial aid office at my school was beyond stupid. I mean, I took mostly computer classes, but the downside I had was I had the same teacher for 7 design classes. And design is kind of a subjective thing. Like, there are rules, but when you have to go by somebody's taste for 7 classes, you don't really get broad with your design. So I got, like, a useless degree. Like, I'm actually going through the paperwork to get it tomorrow. Yay!
I'm actually doing the other side of that, Maka. I'm doing the hardware and software part of the computers. I'm not doing design.
Tsubaki, we should become partners. If we combine our skills, we might.
I encourage this for some reason.
I don't think you should, because I get through a computer at you, Spirit. That'll be a whole lot easier.
Well, at least you can put it right back together, can't you?
Yeah, very easily.
But yeah, I'm in a position where I've got my degree, and it's pretty much useless. Only one person out of all the people I've graduated with, have had classes with, has been able to find a job, and that's because she moved to Kansas. One girl moved to California and didn't get a job with her degree. Our top students still don't have a job that has anything to do with their degree. One of them is completely unemployed. I'm in the position where I'm just lucky enough that my job, my retail job, is so busy kissing my butt right now because retail really wants college grads that they want me to stick around. So they're throwing hours at me, giving me wage prospects, teaching me random stuff. Of course, I'm still not going to stay there, but, you know, yay college scam. Like, the fact that we're allowed to have degree programs that they know graduates aren't getting jobs with is ridiculous. And, okay, I might not have had any loans, but the government paid my way. If the government paid me to get a useless degree, how many people is the government paying to get a useless degree? Could this be where our biggest issue with money is coming from? Probably.
It's a very corporal thing.
Oh, that actually happened to one of my family members, actually, Maka. She got a degree in fashion, which I still think is very, very stupid, but she got a job at the complete opposite spectrum of this in insurance.
Yeah, pretty much. Actually, a cool thing I did learn in my public speaking class is if you're getting a loan, do not get a government loan. Because if you do declare bankruptcy, that one will never be forgiven. get a private loan. It might cost you more, but if you can't pay it off and you have to declare bankruptcy, that one will be wiped off your credit. So if you haven't got a loan yet and you're going to get a loan, get a private loan.
It's, well, now there you have it, folks. All the bad sides about colleges. Because, well, even though you have to go, doesn't mean you're going to enjoy it.
Oh no, there's more bad about college, but let's not go there.
Yeah, let's not rant about this, or else we'll be here all night. And I'm pretty sure all of us have stuff to do tomorrow.
A lot of us probably have work, and some of us even may have school at said college.
I have work at college tomorrow. Please kill me.
So as we continue on,
Sorry, Tsubaki, can't.
Just shoot me, please. I'll encourage it. I encourage it. DJ might not encourage it, but I do.
so now we continue on to our next subject. I think this is probably what she's been waiting on all night to do. Maka, what is our fandom doing?
Oh my god, what is the fandom not doing?
What is it?
Oh my god.
Please
So,
just say nothing.
first the Toonami announcement happened, and then everybody went completely insane over that. Someone was complaining.
Before you start, Maka,
Yeah.
I was talking about my friends with Midget Brony, and it just so happens that this Toonami announcement happened at the same time as the Alucor Twilight announcement, so
Oh,
both
God.
of the fandoms are completely.
That's awful. You
What's
have to deal
awful?
with two of them.
Have to do with both of them.
Oh
And the
my
Brony
God.
fandom is not very well known for letting stuff. Let's just say they're known for completely freaking out over absolutely nothing that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, this weekend we have Alucor Twilight and the first showing of Soul Eater on Toonami.
Yay!
And I'm gonna watch it. I will be
No.
here to watch it.
Sad thing about Alicorn Twilight is that the season's going to be over.
But we got season 4 of 26 episodes, so it doesn't matter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yay!
She's an evil
That's
enchantress
it.
that does evil dances. Alright, continue on, Maka.
So, pretty much everyone on the Tumblr side of the fandom went into one extreme or another with the Toonami announcement. You had people who were caps lock happy, and then you had people caps lock raging because they were worried about the type of fans we're going to get because Soul Eater is going to be on TV. Now, let's not forget that Soul Eater's been available on Netflix for a long, over a year now. Really, pretty much most people have seen it. It's not really new news. Toonami is going to bring some new fans. And some of those new fans, oh my god, they might be 15-year-old kids who might not understand the same types of arguments that every 25-year-old person in the community gets. I don't see how this is a reason for us to be upset. So, basically, one person would be mad about it, another person would jump on them, and it would evolve into a fight. Some girl cried because one of the bigger known names in the fandom blogged one of her posts to use an example on how everybody is actually wrong about saying that Soul Eater is going to be on Toonami and everything. And in the tag, she wrote, "Hey, the fandom is right here." And I don't get how she didn't see that that it just kind of looked like she called a lynch mob on a 15-year-old, but I know, okay, you do what you want, fandom.
Well, I mean, look at it this way. Bleach aired, 4 years ago or something? And,
Yeah, I was right saying that.
we really didn't have a lot of trouble with the crazy young crowd, as far as I can remember, because I watched it when it first aired. And so I really don't think that Soul Eater's going to be a problem. I mean, you've got the little kids. Like, do you remember Hunter, the little Inuyasha that goes to every single AWA? He does different
I know it.
characters too.
Oh
yeah,
my god.
he does Ichigo. He would not know about Bleach if it weren't for Adult Swim, as his mom lets him watch it. So it's like you get awesome kids like that who latch onto it and who take shit seriously, and
Who's echoing?
aren't just little fanboys, fangirls. So I don't think it's gonna be a big problem in the fandom.
I actually fell in love with Bleach because it was on Toonami, because I didn't have access to a computer back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a lot of the shows that I've seen, because I'm not one of these people who likes to spend a lot of time watching stuff on my computer. That's actually why I haven't watched Sword Art yet, because to watch or read stuff on my computer, I'm just like, it's my computer. I want to do other stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, really, why is it such a big deal if we get some new fans? Because right now, the fandom, most of the posts in the fandom, as of right now, are either ridiculously snarky and rude, or they're like retarded, and I'm not sure I can understand how to read them because they're so stupid. Can the fandom get worse?
This is our normal example that are called they're called for trolls. Fan trolls.
They're serious though. They're not even trolling.
They're just being idiots.
I mean, they're hyper fans, but it's basically every day there's somebody asking about
So you
Chrome.
mean it's like the Hitachi fandom?
Yeah. But at this point, I don't think the fandom is going to degrade into this terrible ball of crap that everybody is professing that it's going to be. Because, I mean, really, we already have about the best and the worst. The only thing that can come out of this is we get some more cool fan fiction and stuff, which I'm looking forward to. I want to talk about theories with people. That's always fun. And it'd be fun to get some smart people in the fandom who aren't so caught up in professing their opinions that they're going to look down on everybody.
I did call the Maka and Spirit thing.
And the new chapter came out, and I don't want to get too much into that.
We're getting to that later.
Over that, we can't literally go one day without people getting into stupid drama. And then if you try to tell them, hey, there's a lot of drama around here, because I opened up my personal blog because I don't want to be snarky with the podcast blog, so I'm resisting the urge to snark with that. But if you say, hey, isn't this a little bit stupid? You're calling out a 15-year-old here, or hey, isn't it a little bit stupid to argue about this? They're automatically like, oh my god, there's nothing wrong here. People can debate. I'm like, yeah, they can debate, but they don't need to call each other stupid. Not over, like, a character in an anime. That's a little bit brash. Like, really. And I guess that's pretty much it. Anybody want to chime in on the drama?
You're acting like they act like everything they're gonna say is gonna have some kind of effect on the show or anything else like that. Is
this big open eye opener to the world, and everyone's going to read it, and no, they're really not, and they don't care.
You got people just need to learn. Opinions are everyone has an opinion.
Don't say yours.
Regardless, everyone has an opinion. But if you're going to shove it down people's throats, don't take it out. It's almost like I'm not going down that route.
And I think there's just a big difference between debating with somebody or pointing out why they're wrong, and then just straight up calling someone out and making a jackass out of yourself. And I think that if you're in a fandom and you're in your 20s, that you do need to think about the fact, okay, there are some younger people in this fandom that probably don't know everything I know. They're not going to understand a lot of my arguments. They haven't lived through that yet.
It's like all the adult fans who bitch and complain about shipping. Like it's the whole thing with like Naruto Sakura, Naruto and Hinata. You know what? Everyone goes at each other's throats because some people say Hinata's better. Sakura sucks. Or people say Sakura's better, Hinata sucks. It's like the never-ending war, and they're never gonna shut the hell up.
Sakura's useless.
And then
that's like what's going on in my fandom right now for the Fire Emblem stuff. Honestly enough, I've yet to see an idiot in the Fire Emblem communities on any place yet. I haven't seen one idiot yet.
And I just think having that presumptuous attitude that all the kids are going to be so bad is really stupid, because one of the smartest fandom members I know is 16, and she's our soul in our roleplay group. And I've probably talked about her before, but she knows the series well. She knows well enough not to say Soul Eater Evans when referring to Soul. Like, that's something I didn't even really think about, but that is very wrong to say his name is Soul Eater Evans. Unless you're tagging him in something or referencing him online, his name is either Soul Evans or Soul Eater, because he changed his last name. Like, we know that for sure. But she's 16, and she knows that better than most of the older fans. So to even say that, oh, the younger fans are going to screw stuff up, no, really, they are just as capable of being better at fandom than you are.
Buck, yeah, that came out good. Well, I can know what I'm reading. Yeah. This is what happens when you have crazy people at the head of the fandom who don't really then think. But what can you do?
Kill them? No, not really.
Force your way to the top. Is there anything else you would like to say, Maka? Maka. Flat-chested egghead.
Oh, crap. I had my mic on mute. That was bad.
Dirt.
I don't think it's, like, the bigger names or anything, that it's not really their fault. They're entitled to their opinions and stuff. It's just the fact that rather than somebody saying, hey, good point here, but your attitude is ruining your good point, the fact that nobody really wants to say that is the main problem. And if you call somebody out on having an attitude, you can bet that 10 of their friends are going to be like, no, they can have an attitude if they want.
They haven't met Keelik Wrong yet, then.
Good Lord.
Just wait. Alright. So now as we move on, and it's that time of the night where we do character profile. And as it is that time of the night where we do character profile, Sid's internet messes up. So we're going to skip him for now, and we're going to go to Medusa's Magical Education.
Okay. I had a bunch of time to prepare this one, so it's kind of lengthy, but I think you guys would appreciate it. My educational fact is I'm going to be talking about when anime started, what the first one was, and what got it to be so popular as it is today.
Medusa, can I ask you something?
Sure.
After that, we should go around the table and ask everyone what their first anime was.
That's an awesome idea, and we will totally do that. So to start off, when did anime start? Anime started a little bit before World War II broke out. The first anime produced was Momotaro in 1916. Japanese cartoonists were among the first to experiment with animation in 1914. The first popular animes to succeed were Astro Boy and Kimba the White Lion. Walt Disney was very intrigued by anime and helped with the production of Princess Mononoke. There was also a suspicion about Walt Disney stealing the idea of Kimba to create the Lion King. Kimba and Simba, I guess you guys can,
surprised.
A lot of the scenes are a lot alike too.
Yeah. The first famous writers, and you guys would probably recognize most of these, were Tezuka, Toriyama, Takashi, Miyazaki, and Takahata.
Miyazaki. If you're an anime fan and you don't love the great works of Miyazaki, well, we'll show up on your doorstep.
Hey,
with
hey, I actually know someone who has never watched a Miyazaki film, and yet they claim to be an anime fan.
Hey,
Okay,
Kill him with fire!
you guys,
Yes.
watch it because I don't like Miyazaki.
But you have watched them, right?
I have.
Okay, that's
not.
not. We're not saying if you like or dislike them. We're saying you watched them.
Okay.
Kill him
yes,
with fire!
I have watched them. I have watched Princess Mononoke, Howl's Moving Castle, and Spirited Away. So.
Only thing I don't like about the Miyazaki films is when they end, you always have this open hole because it looks like it could be a series, but you know that nothing else is coming.
Well, I mean, like, with the Miyazaki
I pointed
films,
that out
it's
to
like
you,
impressive.
Caleb.
Look who's back.
With the Miyazaki films, actually, I've read the books where he got those from. His movies compared to that are a cliffhanger. Just saying.
Yeah, you always want to know what happens next, but you'll never figure it out. I think that's why it's left to the imagination.
I don't want it left to imagination. I want to know! We see what happens when people leave stuff to their imaginations, and it does not always end well.
Yeah, look at Toby from
Yeah, we
Konoha
get
Corner.
Maka's fanfics.
Don't get me started on fanfics.
Continuing on, Medusa.
Okay. Anyway, the first animes to take off in the U.S., and you guys could probably guess these three, was Sailor Moon in 1994, Dragon Ball Z appeared on Toonami in 1998, and Pokemon appeared in 1999. And those are still, not surprising, the most popular animes still today.
Yep.
From what I could gather, Bleach is
Well-
pretty popular, and Naruto has stepped up there as well.
Except One Piece.
Yeah, One Piece is pretty big.
One Piece is so big that the rest of Japan doesn't even see it as an anime. It's just something you watch when it comes on.
They made a statue of Ace and Whitebeard after they died. No shit. Like, look it up. They have a statue of them to honor them.
One Piece is that big.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Hey, let me tell you what. Japan is it holds a lot of respect to their series. Like, for example, they have a statue of Godzilla right outside of their museum, and they also have a statue of V3 from Kamen Rider.
Have you seen their school buses by any chance?
And believe it or not, when that tsunami hit, neither statues were neither damaged nor broken.
That's because they're made out of Gundanium.
No, they're made out of hope and the dreams. I'm going way too sappy for my own good right here.
Stop drinking.
Sorry, it's just so good.
But to follow up on Taylor's request, we should go around and
Spirit's request.
ask everyone, or Spirit, sorry. I couldn't tell who was asking me that. So yeah.
Your lineup, Medusa.
My first anime was Pokemon. I mean, it came on Cartoon Network. I got hooked on it. I got hooked on the card game. I'm holding my Pokemon card book right now. I still have it.
Yay!
And I collected
Nice.
Ninetales and Pikachus. So, huge fan. And then I think my second one, if I remember correctly, was Yu-Gi-Oh! And then third, I think, was Inuyasha. So, but yeah.
Who's next? Medusa, pick.
Sid. What was your first
My
anime?
first one was Sailor Moon, because that was when
Lie.
I was told I came home after school.
Lies.
Nope, it wasn't.
It is.
No.
We saw one before we saw Sailor Moon. But we didn't know it was an anime at the time.
No,
Mi-
Escaflowne came after Sailor Moon.
No, Speed Racer.
were
We
still
saw
too
that
young.
before we
Oh,
saw.
Speed Racer! That
We
was
saw
on
Speed
mine
Racer.
too.
before we saw Sailor Moon, but we
Oh,
did
God,
not know it was an anime.
I don't count that. That's horrible dubbing. I don't count it. Horrible dubbing.
Hey, Sonic
That's
Adventure
about as
2
bad as
had
the word
horrible
anime.
dubbing, but you still count it as a Sonic
No,
game.
that's about as bad as worst black guy dubbing ever.
For those of you who want to know what the worst black guy dubbing ever, come see our panel at MomoCon, Black Guys in Anime and Video Games. Why Japan? Why do you hate us so much? Or love us? Depending on what series you're watching.
Yeah. I don't count Speed Racer because it was horrible dubbing. I saw Sailor Moon. I saw that. I usually watch that before I watch Mighty Morphin Power Rangers growing up. What else? I didn't know Escaflowne. I watched Escaflowne not knowing what anime was until years later and found out that it was an actual anime. And I'm like, huh, I was watching this stuff to begin with. And then my third one would be Dragon Ball Z. Because that's when I got Cartoon Network and everything just like, yes.
You mean when we found Cartoon Network? When we actually went above the 60s in our
Yeah,
channel
yeah, when we
database?
found Cartoon. Yes, we found. But yeah, I'm done.
All right. Maka.
I would probably say Pokemon. I mean, I didn't know what anime was at the time, but I think I was in like second grade, so it started with Pokemon and then Digimon. I only had network TV as a kid, so I had like 6 stations, so I didn't get much TV. I didn't really start getting into anime till I was like 13 when I got the internet. And then I found out what all these series were. And then they weren't just Japanimation, and then I found other series. And then my first real fan was Shaman.
Great.
I kind of love Shaman.
Oh, I can agree with that.
Shaman King was the shit.
That series
I
holds like a
actually
very
did-
special place.
I'm actually upset that I never got to watch it. I was only able to read it.
It's I
I got to watch parts of episodes because it came on too freaking early.
You should go watch it in Japanese. Like the dub, it wasn't for kids worth dub, but it was still pretty.
One Piece takes the cake for that.
Y'all
There
remember
was a
when
lot of
Zatch
characters
Bell was
named
on?
after drugs.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh yes, that's
Yes.
I remember Zach Bell.
Oh, I
Dash
have
Nobel.
horrible
I
fanfics for
love that show.
I liked it. I kind of wish I was able to finish it.
I did.
Know
It
who's
was
got
good.
The power.
I like that show.
I want to cosplay from that. But there's no
I do
black
too.
people in Zatch
I do
Bell.
too.
Wait,
I-
yes, there were.
Dude, I
But
wanted to
think
be
a lot of people's first
Brocco.
was
I wanted to be Brocco.
I thought you were gonna say Barack
Brago.
Obama.
Yes, Sid has
I
to be
wanted
Brock.
Brocco.
Continuing on, Medusa. Who's
I'm
next?
Sorry.
Okay, for every Naruto fan
Like
is
Grace,
going.
you know that?
Okay, every Naruto fan who hears this is going to want my head on a platter. But believe it or not, if you look at it, if you follow the manga, Kanchame is the Itachi of Zatch Bell.
I can't remember characters on Zatch Bell.
Kanchame's ability was illusions. His
It was.
most powerful spell.
Remember, the Momote with the duck bill.
No, Kanchame's most powerful spell. He traps the opposing Momoto in an illusional world where he has complete control over the surroundings while still causing damage to the opposing Momoto. Does this not sound familiar?
Yeah.
Itachi.
Exactly. The thing is, if you actually remember
But
Kanchame, he's a stupid little duckling with the pajamas.
Iron Man for Gore, invincible for
Invincible
Gore.
for
Why do I still remember this damn
Gore.
song? It was so annoying.
I will never forget the day when I watched the English dub and heard his "Hey Hey Let's Dance" all day. Then I discovered the Japanese version, and I never looked at it the same way again. The Japanese version of that song is called Chi Chi Womage, which stands for breast, breast, and boobs.
Oh my
It's an
god.
entire song. It's an entire song about his love for tits and groping them. That's the whole freaking song. I swear I swear. Google this. Look this up. I am not shitting you.
Okay, before
And
while I can
Amelia
still
would know that.
breathe,
Spirit would
who's
know.
next, Medusa?
What about me?
Who's next to show in their past?
Oh god. Well, I'll give it to Keelik.
Okay. Me and Sid were raised at the same time. We're raised together, but once again, I think he didn't go back far enough because I just remember this. First anime, Fight the Speed Racer, I remember. Flint the Time Detective.
I remember that show.
No, Flint, no.
Oh, I learned.
Flint wasn't even that old yet, dude. Remember. Flint the Time Detective came on ABC Family. Well, ABC Family, which they were doing it Sundays. It was anime domination for ABC Family. That's when Flint Time Detective came on.
Oh my
It came
That
on
was
Fox Kids
like
too.
when you were in elementary. No, it did.
It did because that's how I saw it. Because
I
I would
learned
have
more from Flint the Time Detective than I did from my elementary school social studies teacher.
It was old. I remember waking up for church, and this is what we were trying to do while our mom was trying to drag us out the room. We were trying to watch Flint the Time Detective.
Yeah, that was before I decided. That was before it's just like get
Your
your
time and space.
That was before we knew it was anime.
Yep.
So that was Flint.
I was in seventh grade. I was in seventh grade with that. Flint the Time Detective. We saw that when I was in seventh grade. God, I'm old.
We were still in North Carolina. So I was still in elementary school. I did watch the Pokemon.
Got him.
I did watch the Dragon Ball Z
Yeah,
and the Sailor
Pokemon came
Moon.
on every day before I had to go to school.
What was the other? There was another show we watched in the morning with Flint Time Detective, but I can't remember it off the top of my head right now.
Well, if you're talking about
Time
stuff like,
Detective-
okay, I want to say one. It's not necessarily my first, but it's the one. I want to say one just to see if anyone else remembers it. Tokyo Pig.
I don't
Nope.
remember that.
No one remembers that show?
Nope.
It was the best show ever.
Which
Shinzo.
one?
Shinzo. Anyone remember Shinzo?
I do.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
Shinzo. I have all of it. Jet X is awesome.
But yeah, that was one of my favorite first anime, Flint the Time Detective. I would watch it over and over if I could find it online. And then there was the Digicarrot.
Dude, you're gonna have a time.
But the first anime I watched subbed was Naruto. The original series
Yeah,
Naruto.
and then he found Ranma 1/2 and attacked the computer for like days on end, never leaving that
my
computer.
Rama 1/2 wasn't my longest sprout. My longest sprout was I watched the beginning of Tsukiyomi Moon Phase to the end in one sitting on the computer. And didn't even move or sleep.
Wow.
I think it was 26 or 24 episodes, so I was there for a while.
Dude, I watched still Angel Kurumi doing that.
Is it my turn yet?
Yes.
Yeah, go.
Okay.
I don't know yet.
Okay. One of it wasn't necessarily my first, but it's also one that I also enjoyed watching, Monster Rancher.
Dude, I love it.
That was the other show I was trying to think of.
That
With
was
Flint the Time
Was that
Detective.
season that was never aired in America? Because there was one that was only aired in Canada. Because I really needed to see the rest of it.
it was aired, and right after what was his name? Was it Geki or
Genki.
After he was sent back to Earth, YouTube has the second season on. Go on YouTube; they have the entire
Yeah.
second season.
Yeah, I looked it up a few years back actually. I love
mean,
that series though. It was so corny, but it was so good.
you know what? I remember going to KB Toys back when it
Wait,
still
wait, wait,
existed.
wait, wait. Spirit,
What?
I forgot one.
What was it?
One of my favorite animes I would always watch with Sid. We would watch together. We even bought all the toys we could find. I would have Dragoon. He would have Dronzer.
Beyblade.
Beyblade.
Oh my god, Beyblade!
I just recently downloaded its Swing Low song, which is that major rock song they always use that when Kai
Yes.
fighted.
I will always
Oh my
remember that
god.
song. And
I'm-
this new crap, metal fusers.
It doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. No, it's all an illusion. There is
I'm
only
sorry.
one Beyblade.
They're playing with tops.
Sorry. I put my Beyblades against the new ones, and something tells me my old ones will wipe out the new ones.
I
Hey,
know.
me and Sid did one of the original Beyblades that had like it wasn't the non-customable ones. You had to screw them in and fix that against the Metal Fusion, which was the final season of Beyblades when their final bays, and we literally ripped them. And the next thing we know, the other blade disappeared.
Nice job.
It was just a huge step down. Like, why would you replace the kick-ass Dragoon with a freaking winged horse? I mean,
Seriously.
and then okay,
Girls. Wow.
let me see. For
I'm
Monster
sorry. Usually when I hear the word, whenever I hear those words, it's usually accompanied by a girl.
for Monster Ranchers, I still remember going to KB Toys when it was still around
Oh,
and buying the Monster Rancher toy packs because it came with a plastic mystery disc container, and I used to put all the little figures in it.
oh
and
my
I-
god.
And believe it or not, when I was a little kid, around 8 years old, when Monster Rancher was really big time into my life, I opened up a pack and got a rare pink Suezo figure. And I was afraid I was going to lose it, so I gave it to my grandmother, and she displayed it in one of her china cabinets. Well, she died a couple of years ago. And then when my grandfather died, I'm still the same age, but I went back into their house and looked at that same china cabinet, and guess what was sitting there? My same pink Suezo figure.
Aw.
Yeah. Now I have it displayed on my cabinet with all my other memorables. That really means something to me. But I'll have to say my very first anime, without even know it, was a show called Superbook. I don't know if anyone remembers it, but it is technically an anime because it was originally in Japanese and then it was Englishly translated. I watched Superbook when I was in my old elementary school, which was a Christian school, because Superbook was, without a doubt, one of those stories that teaches kids about the Bible stories, and it was done in an anime fashion. You know, the Bible was the Superbook, and it took two kids, and apparently Chris's, who was the main guy, the main boy, they took his little figure, which is a little tiny robot toy, who looked like a preacher in a way because he had a cross and he had the hat. And they would go back in time. They went back in time to Adam and Eve, Cain and Abel. They did all of these stories, even Noah's Ark. It was the same. It was anime writers, and it was a series, but it was just a little DVD that the after school people just found laying around up in storage and decided to pop it in and watch it. This was when I was like 6, so technically that would be considered my first anime. And also, I grew up on Pokemon, Digimon, and everything like that.
Yep.
Who's next?
I think it's Subaki's
Tsubaki.
turn.
Yeah, Tsubaki's the only one left.
Yay! Anyways, honestly, my first one ever, oddly enough, it was actually the movie Spirited Away. Before that, I did not have any access to a television. for very long. So the first thing I watched was with my best friend, and we watched Spirited Away and House Moving Castle and all the Miyazaki films that were going on that night. And then she popped all the Inuyasha films that had been released up to that point, along with every episode. And then I found Yu Yu Hakusho, and that's pretty much what I grew up on.
Oh, that was another one that I grew up on, was Yu Yu Hakusho.
I actually didn't watch Shaman King, though. I read that and a lot of other manga when I was a kid. Just because of the lack of TV.
As long as you were exposed to the amazingness that is Yo Asakura.
Yes.
Everyone needs to be exposed to him. I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people have interesting stories about how they got into an anime, but the one that I remember the most was how I got into Yu-Gi-Oh. Well, believe it or not, Yu-Gi-Oh kind of didn't really air on TV until the early 2000s. I mean, like 2001 maybe. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but
earlier than that.
Well,
Yu-Gi-Oh. Somewhere between 99 and somewhere like right there at the end of middle 2000, beginning of 2001, somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's what I'm trying to get at. One day, I was up in North Carolina. We just got done selling our house, and no one has bought it, so we rented it out to my uncle and aunt. When we were up there just visiting, just standing in the town, my aunt came up to me and gave me a package, and this package was addressed to me, and apparently, like, they didn't ship my address, but in it was a video. And believe it or not, this video was like maybe about 1 minute and 30 minutes long, but it was about Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Was never heard of back then. It was not released. The cards weren't released or anything like that. This was when it was in America, because I had no idea about the Japanese. But when America decided to get the dub, they released a bunch of videos through Toys R Us, and I managed to get one, and I was really interested in the series.
You got the rare Welcome to Duelist Kingdom video, pretty much starting the entire Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game stuff.
I did?
That's pretty much the way it was.
I still even have that. I still have that VHS cassette video somewhere. Is it really rare?
Dude, okay, like you just said, it came through Toys R Us. Most of the time when Toys R Us release stuff, you ain't gonna find that you ain't gonna find that after a while.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
So you think it's got some? Say what?
Look it up on eBay and see, because that's one of those if you have that and somebody that's like really into Yu-Gi-Oh! And whatnot is looking for that.
Okay, big money.
You may be able to get some. Are you really Googling? Are you really eBaying it now?
Oh my god.
No. Why?
Yeah, Tsubaki, I feel so sorry for you, love.
Why?
Because first thing you ever watched was Miyazaki movies.
Well, I mean, the bar was pretty
talking
low
about the
then.
old
Everything
school.
was better than that. Guys, I read more mangas when I was a kid than I watched it. Actually, I didn't get to watch anime until I moved up to where I currently am living.
Hey, I can't really say anything. I didn't really know it was anime until somebody pointed it out to me, and it's just like, what?
I didn't know until the internet.
I remember
Yes,
back
the
in
internet
my
is really,
days,
really
the
great.
internet was no longer in use.
I remember when me and Sid, we were watching Trigun on Adult Swim one time.
Oh God,
He remembers.
I still hate that night.
We were literally watching it. Nothing was happening. There was not like a storm or anything outside. So the bad guy goes, so yes, now we got to finally put our. He says something along, yes, now we can finally put our plans in action, and punches his hand with his other hand and clasping it. And as soon as he did that, and the sound, our TV and cable went out, and me and Sid were just going, he fucking punched out our cable! What the heck kind of plan was that? And we were ranting about it for like hours.
A week.
So
to this day, I won't watch that episode.
to this day, we do not know what happened the rest of that episode.
No, I know what happened. I won't watch that episode.
And that's what happened to Patty's computer. So we finished up Medusa's magical education. Now it's time for what Maka has been waiting for all night. Volume 12 review.
Hold on. Can we put Maka? Hold on. Can I put Maka on hold?
No, we have the Volume 12 review, which shouldn't take that long because I'm probably the only one who bought it.
Oh, remember, this is Maka. Maka has a tendency of talking too much because he's the bookworm.
So who all here bought the 12th volume of Soul Eater that was produced in the United States by Yen Press this month?
I don't get out the house. I have to stay for a con.
Neither do I.
I go to work and then I come.
So I'm taking none of y'all got the 12th volume?
Nope, but I know what happened.
Give me money and I'll do it.
Well, the 12th volume was a Baba Yaga castle arc. The start of it. And there is one line that I would like to say that is... I love Yen Press when they translate. I consider Yen Press to be the official translation because they have the official license and all that other stuff and they pay people to do it, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's every so often there's like the Impress lines which are hilarious. Like for the first volume, the Impresses when they translated Black Star's rules of the pervert as that when he was sneaking up on Tsubaki. So later on in this arc, in this book, one of my favorite lines that struck out that I literally read it and just started laughing and couldn't stop for like 5 minutes is the part where Maka is drawn over to Giriko's room to clean it.
Oh god.
Where she can't take off the mask because she thinks that he would know it was her. So she's going through all this mind, and luckily Liz and Patty comes and help her. But she still falls back and her mask comes off anyways. So she's thinking, oh god, this is stupid. So in the book, in the fan translations, Giriko says something along the lines of, you're not so bad. Come back in 7. No, 10 years. You're not so bad. Just come back in 7. No, wait, 10 years. In the Yen Press translation, it goes along the lines, I don't have the book, I loaned it to a friend at the current moment, but it literally goes along the lines like, you have a nice piece of ass. Come back in 7. No, wait, 10 years. Then we can do something about that. What?
Wow.
I'm not kidding. I kid you not. If you go to the bookstore and look up the 12th volume of Soul Eater, just find that page, and he literally says, you have a nice piece of ass. Come back in 7. No, wait, 10 years.
You have a nice piece of ass. What does that
Something
mean?
along those lines. He does say ass. I know that for a fact. It's hilarious.
You
I look-
have a nice piece of ass.
Wow.
I see those every day.
So, Maka.
I doubt you do. I know you
Maka.
Huh?
It seems like Z-Raid was right with the ass comments.
Oh my god. Why must the internet know these things?
The internet knows everything.
You have a nice piece of ass. Can we not English? Can we not?
No, I'm
One-
paraphrasing. I don't have the book in front of me.
Okay,
One
okay.
cannot
'Cause I
simply
swear,
English. One
I'm gonna
is-
go find the copy and look at it just so I can see. 'Cause I
It's not.
swear,
It's not like that. I can't.
Be upset.
One simply speaks English. One does not simply English.
Yes, true. So
True statement.
I would like y'all to go buy the 12th volume because in volume 10 was the change. If you don't want to pick up all volumes, just start at number 10 and go on. Because if you've seen the anime, once you start 10, you know where the anime. You start in the anime and then you're in the manga, i.e., where they switch.
And then you can talk about chapter 107.
So that's my review. Review-wise, I do like the official translation. This is one of my favorite arcs in the Soul Eater. If all of Soul Eater, this probably is my favorite arc. You get everyone, Black Star comes back, and it's pretty much the most influential arc in Soul Eater that I see. And it's the arc where you see them all mature. All of them mature into their
Everything
2-star.
changed so much.
So that's my review of Soul Eater Volume 12. Be sure to go pick it up when it comes to you.
In America.
So now we have Medusa. You got any cosplay tips for us this week?
I have a few.
All right.
Everything is about wigs. Because I'm simply running out of ideas. And wigs is what I specialize in, so I figured I'd give you guys tips on that. Make sure your wig can take a certain amount of heat before you put a hot iron or a straight iron or any type of heat source to your wig. If I were you, I would take a piece, like cut a piece off and try it on that. If it's gonna frizz, don't use it. There are ways to curl a wig without heat. It takes forever, but there are ways. You have to like roll them up, pour hot water, let it dry, pour hot water again, let it dry, and it's just a very long process. But take my word for it, test your wig before you take any type of heat source to it. As far as detangling, I recently got, and y'all can see it on my cosplay page, I just posted what it is. It is a conditioner and detangler. I used to use Suave Defrizz, but since it's like extremely cheap, but I just ordered something that's actually meant for wigs. It's called Organic Natural Premium Oil-Free Weave and Wig Conditioner and Detangler. It's also meant for Remy hair and lace wig or natural hair. It's just a spray and it helps detangle wigs. As far as the type of wig you should get, stay away from the synthetic type that there's two synthetic wig, fake hair. It do not get the one with the shiny effect to it. I like to call that silk synthetic. I'm not sure the appropriate name for it, but I do not like working with that type of wig. I think it looks just unnatural, and I think part of cosplaying is to take that anime character and convert them to real life. Like, I've been told that whenever someone saw me as Medusa at AWA, they thought they were making a live action Soul Eater movie. So, I mean, you
We
don't.
should do that.
I know, right?
Especially now that you're
Seriously.
retiring your costume.
Yeah, well. But yeah, stay away from the whole synthetic silk type shiny wig. I don't think it looks natural, and it's very hard to work with. I had to style a fairy tale wig this past AWA that was that type of wig, and it was very hard to work with. So, but and you guys know how I feel on the whole neon wigs. Stay away from those unless your character is meant to have a bright color wig. Stay away from the neon color. So, those are my tips.
Alrighty then. So now we're gonna go to Sid with a character profile since he wasn't here earlier for it.
Well, my thing was being retarded.
As always.
Being retarded. Hey, I can't use it on my computer without good internet, so I'm using it on my phone. Hold on, let me get rid of this tree that's in my mouth. Okay. Next week's character profile is actually going to be another one of the members on our podcast. Let's see. Somebody take a wild guess and figure out and tell me who this week's it's going to be.
Medusa.
Keelik.
Yep. Nope, I already did Keelik. This week is Medusa. This week is our one and only Medusa Gorgon. First off, I'm gonna start off by saying that I did not realize that she is missing part of her left eyebrow.
Wait, what?
What?
Did not know. Medusa, she is missing part of her left eyebrow.
Can you send me a reference picture? Do I have to start shaving off my eyebrow now?
Hey, you're gonna have to pull a Gara.
Yeah, really.
No, thank you.
No,
Yeah, I know
okay. What I
something.
mean by she's missing part of her. Okay, she's like missing the middle part of her left eyebrow, and it's just like, wait a minute, what? Because I read this. I was sitting here
The
reading
middle?
this earlier, and it's just like, let's see, where is it?
To the wiki!
Must be one of those
Where
things
did
that actually
this-
have.
Oh my goodness,
attention
she
to-
is.
Don't shave your eyebrows.
What the hell? Oh my god, you guys!
Like a-
Oh my god, this just made my day. I just Googled Medusa Gorgon and I am on the second row of the front page on Google.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
Dude,
I'm
that is
on
awesome.
Tumblr a lot, and a lot of people don't credit you. And I found one crediting you. I was like, oh my god, finally.
You know, I'm on Google Image if you type in Joey Wheeler. I am.
We don't. We are.
Wow, y'all end up making me go and look on Google it later today.
My pots are on Google if you type in Keelik wrong. Not me, the pots.
So your weapons get more respect than you do. Ouch.
Sid,
Yeah, you see, yes.
why is she missing her eyebrow?
I'm trying. Okay, I was sitting here reading through this, and I'm trying to find out where it is, because when she takes over Rachel's body, she has her eyebrows,
Yeah,
but when she is self, she doesn't have her second. She's missing part of her eyebrows.
yeah.
Is it in more than one picture?
Yeah, it's in like everything.
It's in
I'm
all
looking
the
at.
pictures.
Oh my
It's in
gosh,
all
how
of
did I
her
not
pictures.
notice this? This is probably going
It's because the way it's the way that her hair falls on that side of her face. It's blocking that eyebrow.
There's several pictures I'm looking at that shows it though.
Oh my god.
I can link you guys one right now.
Whoa, and even in the
Oh, good.
Oh my god. Yeah, guys, just hit me with your best links, because I'm totally posting this on the Tumblr tonight.
I can find a better one probably somewhere.
Okay.
I just saw a lot of them.
Let's see.
I have never.
Wow.
That's so crazy. God damn it. Now I gotta go edit my photos.
Yay, Photoshop.
Yeah, really.
At least it's an easy edit, though.
Yeah, true.
Getting rid of hair.
You're not adding it, at least.
Okay.
This goes to show you that not even us at the Soul Leader podcast knows every single tiny detail of Soul Leader, but I'm going to use this like there's no tomorrow at
I
conventions.
Anyone.
Okay.
So we're gonna look
Okay.
at Medusa and say,
There's a-
why isn't your eyebrow shaved?
I'm going to go over to Medusa's.
Okay. Here it is. It's saying something. Let's see. Back to Medusa's changes, all of her random changes throughout her body throughout the series. Let's see. Let's see. The fact that her apparent changes from. There's also an apparent white snake head motif in the font of her name. Perhaps the most notable change is Medusa's appearance and the appearance of snake tattoos on her arms. Okay, Medusa also has a nick of her left eye. Has a nick of her left eyebrow originally. However, the nick vanishes when she possesses Rachel and Arachne. So apparently, it doesn't say how that ended up happening, but something tells me that's a scar. It's just the way that it looks. Like, think about it for a minute. If she got into a fight with her sister, or Elle.
Yeah,
You
if
can't
you
really,
actually,
it doesn't really tell you how she got that scar, how she's missing part of her eyebrow. Because
well,
quite
it's probably
frankly,
not meant to be
you
told.
don't ever notice it.
If
No,
you
you know
get
what?
cuts up in
Something
that
tells me
area,
later
you
on
will
down
stop growing hair there.
Yeah.
Because I actually
Something
think
tells me that you're
eyebrow when I was little.
Yeah, it's probably, but considering the fact of the matter, we've got completely off topic with character profile, all because I say that Medusa's missing part of her left eyebrow. So Medusa has to sit here and go and edit her videos for the next 3 days.
Yep.
I'm so sorry. But as it goes, Medusa is the first major antagonist of the series. She is Corona's mother and a witch with snakes as her theme. With Medusa's soul resonance, with her soul, it is a purple soul with snakes coming out of it. The first time that Maka senses Medusa, she's like, I sense a very strong witch nearby, but they don't know where it's coming from. Maka, you're useless when it comes to you and soul perception if you don't know where it's coming
She's
from.
useless,
I was
period.
new at it. You don't even use any
But
because you don't have any.
I don't need it. I'm a freaking ninja. What of it?
Just
Screw
saying.
soul perception. I'll just go in and kill people.
Just saying.
But the first time you see Medusa, you don't really think that she's a witch. Because unfortunately, and what's funny about this is she is the nurse of the DWMA.
Well, I kind of thought she was.
Way to go, Lord Death. Way to go.
Whatever happened to background checks?
Don't exist.
Yeah, you remember this is Lord
Spirit
Death.
works there. Spirit
Like,
works there. They're
seriously.
going to say the background check anymore. Sid is probably the only responsible person there.
Wait, okay, I just noticed something, you guys. Okay, the first time you see Medusa, she's floating on a fucking broom. Why the fuck wouldn't you think she's a witch?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. They
It's
don't
even
think
worse. Well, not true. Not really the first time you, well, actually, yeah,
Yeah.
it's the second time you see her, she's in her lab coat. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
The first time you see her as a character in Soul Eater, she is on the room. However, Stein, Spirit, Maka, and Soul's on the floor can't see her face. However, as
they don't know
pointed
who he is.
out by Soul Eater Not, Medusa by that time was actually already in the DWMA as the nurse.
No background check. Okay,
I mean, there's no such
policy,
thing
all
as okay.
teachers must have a background check.
Truth be told, I do background checks. It's just not the kind of checks you would think.
Oh God!
Oh
we
no.
don't want to know the spirit.
No.
Americans to hearing you. I don't want to know about it.
I knew that was gonna happen. I am the man.
Besides, Sensei, I don't think there are any such things as background checks anymore because you're the most responsible person there.
Yes, of course. Let's see. Medusa's abilities, she has a wide range of abilities. Let's see. She has Light Serpent, Madness Fusion, Snake Bomb, Soul Protect, Steam Vector, Tail Snake, Vector Arrow, Vector Blade, Vector Boost, Vector Conduct, and Vector Plate. What the crap is up with all the vectors?
Guess what I named my snake?
Vector.
Yes.
Okay.
And he's black and yellow.
I would hope that it would be
He's using
something along
Adobe
those lines.
Illustrator. That's what's up.
But
there.
let's see. Medusa is a woman with a fairly average build, a large. Let's see, and a large black dotted snake tattoo winding down either arm. Her facial features consist of eyes containing yellow irises, black pupils, blonde hair arranged in spiked style, and two long strands extending downward. That's a framing either side of her face that entwine at the like a contagious snake upon her chest. Pretty much, they were so trying to go with the fact of the whole medical thing with her hair, or with the two snakes conjoining. Let's see. Medusa is the younger sister of the witch Arachne and the sister of the witch Shilia Gorgon, the mother of Corona. And the mother of Corona. I read that wrong. Let's see. Medusa has a tendency of manipulating countless number of people. Corona forcing him/her. I am reading this directly from the thing. It says him/her to do things like collecting every soul they come across and use an type of spell in Corona's mind as he or she begins to falter. God, worse. I'm sorry, Medusa. You're never going to get Best Mother of the Year award messing with your child's brain. I'm going to tell you that right now. Let's see. Medusa has 1,000 snakes in her. Medusa has 1,000 snakes in her body, ready to do her bidding without the need to drop her soul protection, which also allows her to avoid being discovered by others.
So she's like Orochimaru.
Dude, we've already discussed this.
Her and Orochimaru are related.
Yes, they're related. That's Orochimaru's cousin.
Yeah, well.
Now let's see.
Oh, it makes perfect sense.
I like Medusa more, just saying.
It makes perfect sense. The obsession with snakes, the ability to never die, and the weird fascination with messing with kids.
Hey, watch it.
I still like Medusa more.
Yeah.
Compare you to
At
that
least-
Michael Jackson.
Also,
At least she doesn't try and rape Crota.
unlike Orochimaru in this case, Medusa doesn't have snakes come out of her mouth. She just has a little black soul snake come out of her mouth. She's like about ready to kill somebody. Let's see. She has relationships. She has relationships with Noah. It is hinted at one point that Medusa has a relationship with Noah. What the crap? I'm gonna have to read that one up later. She is Corona's
with who?
mother. Noah from Noah Greed,
Ugh.
Yeah, but she doesn't have
one
a
trainer of Soul Eater.
I know, but like they never really did anything. He was like the dumb fuck that followed her around.
And it says it is hinted at one point that Medusa is in a relationship with Noah. That's all it says.
That's cool.
So something tells me that if something happened, it didn't go on very long.
Oh my god, I just thought of something, you guys. Erica is sent by Medusa to break free Krona's dad out of prison. What? Go get your dad
Wow,
that left me.
That'd be some messed up crap right there. Let's see. She's Corona's mother, Arachne's little sister. Aruka, well, that one everybody already knows what happened with that one. There's never
Mouth
all
rape.
those snakes inside Aruka. Yep, mouth rape. Let's see, Stein. She twisted Stein's head. Spirit. He is very easily to breed for her, but he hates his typical Shibuyan humor. He managed to aggravate her so much to the point her vector arrow point her vector arrows at him in Shinigami's presence. Can anybody tell me what episode that was?
I can't tell you what episode, but I can tell you what he said.
Do it again.
The baby bloomers. My Baka used to wear those when she was little.
Oh, yeah.
Shut up, Papa.
That was creepy.
I love that. Which one? The spirit or my laugh?
Whoever laughed.
That was me. Let's see. So, Yulia Gorgon, some purple dyed clown, and Soul Evans. Pretty much everybody knows what Medusa did to Soul was pretty much the whole Black Blood experiment. That Soul took a bullet for Maka and like freaked the crap out.
That wasn't even a bullet, man. That was like a slice across the chest.
Yeah, we know.
Damn it, Maka, be useful.
But as it keeps coming out, the fact that Medusa keeps dying, coming back to life, dies again, comes back later. Something tells me Medusa is just a troll of the series because she can't die.
Well, if you're caught up with the manga, I won't say it.
She's dead.
Well, as we see, she hasn't come back yet, so. Damn it.
But yes, the fact of Medusa hires other people, pretty much has other people working for her because she won't do anything herself, pretty much because the fact of, hey, why get my hands dirty when I can make other people do it?
Exactly.
Free Haruka, the Mizune sisters.
Well, she gets her
And
hands
pretty much
dirty,
everybody
more
at the
dirty than
DWA.
than her sister did.
Yeah, I know. But also you got to remember, Anakne didn't possess a little 8-year-old girl.
Yes, I stooped that low.
She needed a body.
I am not going to say anything.
All I know is from this point on, I don't care. We are doing background checks for every teacher, every nurse, everything for the DWMA. Final decision. I don't care what Lord Death says.
Maybe you should back up.
Okay, so that means
yeah,
if we have any more female teachers who come in here, clearly stand over to this line. I will check your shirts.
Sexist.
No.
Chop.
Yo! Oh, that hurts every freaking time.
So, as we move on,
On that note, I'm done.
We finally moved to what Maka wanted to do.
Tell everybody how much you love
Now it's chapter 107 review after these messages. And we're back. I needed to start
What
the
messages?
Oh my god, spoiler alert.
This is the spoiler alert.
Of our podcast.
Spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. We said enough time. If you're going to go like here and go on for YouTube, like, oh my god, they did spoilers. Well, we said we were doing them.
Carry on.
Maka, chapter 107.
Okay. Oh my god. So, like, Soul and Maka are officially better than Kami and Spirit at Resonance. And the scanlated chapter, actually, before I mention anything else, the chapter scanlation that's online is not really that accurate. Up to one of Lord Death's lines that a bunch of people are debating over right now. But it's not accurate. There's a translation on Tumblr that I reblogged just earlier tonight. So you can check out our Tumblr to get the link off to that. But yeah, it's not exactly accurate. But my ship is sailing. Even still. I'm really happy about that, if you cannot tell. Spirit basically gave Maka and Soul his blessing. It was really awesome. You should all be jealous because you don't ship. Or do you? I don't know, but I don't care. And then Kid is connecting line. Once he connects all those, he's the Reaper. And then Shinigami dies. And the art was better this chapter than most of their other recent chapters. Because for a while the art's been just and suddenly, bam, amazing art, and the same picture got posted on Tumblr over 9,000 times. Keelik, have you read it yet? Keelik.
I'm busy reading the,
Get up, busy.
Who the fuck is typing?
Who is it? Good God.
Oh my gosh.
Not me. I promise you that much.
It's not me.
Stop it,
Who's
Spirit!
Spirit?
It's probably Spirit.
I mean, he's a loud typer after all.
God, Spirit.
He's loud in bed and in real life. Where does it end?
Wait. Why do you know how
We didn't even
loud
know
he is
that.
in bed?
Because I
You
can hear
didn't
him
even
down
know
the
that.
road. I can hear him down the road.
Someone call my name?
No.
We're talking about how much you officially approve of my weapon now. It's canon. It's canon. You can't change it. And I'm waiting on Keelik to pop back up, because he was supposed to have read this.
I'm reading the other translation real quick.
Okay. But yeah, oh man, I'm so happy with this chapter. There wasn't actually much complaining over what happened in the chapter in the fandom for once. There was more complaining about people in the fandom this go, which was kind of refreshing actually, because usually it's, oh, this chapter had this problem. Because usually there's complaints when nothing happens, and then there's complaints when something happens.
And then there's
This one
complaints
was
when there's complaints, but this one didn't complain because it failed everything.
Because the translation sucked.
Yeah.
Like the scanlation that popped up online actually popped up online before the comic was even released in Japan. Like what? No other month do we want to hurry up and get a translation out there, but this month suddenly they're like, oh, better hurry, better do it so fast that we don't even do it half right. Not that the translations are ever that good online. I mean, Kami's name isn't really Kami, and that's fallen into fanon. Like, pretty much everybody calls her name Kami, and it's really not Kami. She never has a name in the series.
It's gonna be awful when he comes out. Mom! Kami niece. Kami dear. Oh, well, just forget everything we said in the past. Yeah.
Yep. But I'm so happy with this chapter and shipping. If you're a shipper, this was a good chapter for you.
Maka,
Yes,
keep it in your pants.
it is! That's not even, no!
It is.
I can't even know!
So, this chapter I really did enjoy. The artwork looked pretty good comparative to the other. We didn't have the tiny feet moment.
Yeah, the tiny feet were bugging me.
We finally got our chapter last week of the Maka and Spirit moment.
Yay!
Although I really didn't understand, Spirit is still probably the best Death Scythe. It's just that since him and Maka have the same wavelength, they can't resonate to battle the
their
Kishin with a
resonance
damaging
isn't-
wavelength. They
Yeah,
can't
it's just
fight
not
the
as good as when
Kishin
Maka and Soul do it.
with... Since the wavelengths are the same, they can't do a damaging wavelength to the Kishin.
But when Maka and Soul are together, they can do it. Na, na, na.
Your dad is still the better Death Scythe.
Well, he already
You know it.
and Soul's resonance is also better than his in Kami. Or whatever the hell that woman's name is.
But that's more of a Maka than Spirit. Death Scythe wise, I would go with Spirit over Soul any day.
Well, you know, whatever. At least Soul looks cooler.
You can't beat the plain black.
But
I think
he can
Spirit
play
looks
piano.
cooler as a scythe. Especially
play
that he can
piano.
hide his scythe blade completely and it just looks like you're holding a stick. And then when you go up to hit someone, it just a scythe appears and smacks the shit out of them.
Soul can play the piano.
No one cares about the damn piano!
The only thing Pop knows how to play is women.
And
Wow.
that's not really well.
That was good.
That's not really well, though. He's not really good at that either.
Hey,
That's true.
I have a master degree in that one.
He
Who
has a
wants to
master.
bet, though, that he
Yeah,
attracts
but guess
more
what?
guys? Who wants to bet that
Okay,
he
okay,
attracts
how-
more guys?
How much sense does this make? You have a degree in that, but
Your wife left
you
you.
work as a substitute teacher.
And your wife left you, and you hang out with more guys than girls.
It doesn't matter If Keelik was on the moon, it would have been destroyed and exploded 5 chapters ago. Doesn't matter.
And then they wouldn't have even beat Kishin.
Much like
The girl would
Subaki,
already
much
be
like
dead.
Subaki sense.
Exactly.
What?
The
doesn't
Soul Eater would be
matter.
over. See, you don't understand. If Keelik would punch the Kishin, it would end like it did in the anime. Except it would be legit.
I find that sexist, Felix.
I find the ending to Soul Eater bullshit.
Are you saying that a punch from a man is somehow better than a punch from a woman?
No,
Yo,
you're getting
I'm
at the
saying
point
no. I'm saying a punch from a black guy in Soul Eater is definitely a lot better than a punch from a Japanese chick in the
Hey,
same series.
That courage punch can be anyone's courage punch.
And I'm pretty sure Tsubaki and Shadow form it could pretty much be equivalent if she's with Black Star.
But whenever you talk about the punch, the courage punch, you have to do spirit fingers. You have to say the punch of courage with spirit fingers.
So we all agree that the punch of courage was bullshit ending for the original Soul Eater, right?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can accept it, but I didn't like it.
It would have been more better if she just had like thunder in her.
Much
Someone
better.
needs to
Hold
draw
on,
it and put
stop,
thunder.
Stop. Keelik, more better?
It doesn't matter.
Oh come on! You're the one who made that rule up.
No, people use more better. I've heard it besides me, so I'm not the only one who
Much
completely
better,
made it
dude.
up.
It
But
is
it is
much
much
better.
better.
It should be much better.
It is supposed to be much better, but people use
You
more
stand
better.
with it.
Just because you can say it doesn't mean you should say it.
Don't care, I did.
Then we'll call you an idiot for it then.
And
Continuing on to what I was saying, someone needs to take that final picture of Soul Eater of Maka punching him, put like fire and thunder on his fist, and just say legit. Then
Now-
Soul Eater ending makes sense.
Now we need to caption it with Falcon Punch. And then
Falcon
that'll-
Punch. Put fire, make it flame,
I just didn't
Falcon
like about
punch,
ending of the
Soul Eater
anime.
ends. Good.
No, we all know because when we watch Captain Falcon, even though in the game, if you looked it up on YouTube, Captain Falcon really does the Falcon punch. That punch literally destroys the universes.
I've seen that episode.
Why think he's a godmon in the games? Or at least Smash Brothers.
He
So,
was
all we
until
need to do is
Brawl.
just caption it, yell, having her say Falcon punch, and then it would all make sense forever.
But don't care. Maka may have made a death scythe. That's only because Keelik has to get twice as many souls. Which is still confusing that he's the only human in the series to show up using 2 weapons at
It's
once.
because he's black.
Yeah, we figured that out.
Well, it's because they probably do so much damage to characters anyway. They might as well make them a badass.
True.
Oh my gosh. My feels are all over the place for this chapter.
Oh,
So this
goodness
is
gracious.
chapter deserves a 10 out of 10 after all the other chapters we were getting. Stuff
Yes.
actually happened. And the
Stuff
story
happened.
moved on again.
And cool stuff happened in that. And I'm happy with that. So happy. Onward to the Kishin battle.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what Spirit's going to do.
Some people
Dude, I'm gonna do what I always do. I'm gonna find a bar and I'm gonna find some chicks
On the moon.
on the moon.
fighting the biggest battle in a century.
Hey.
I used you in the last chapter. You're not gonna at least stand there and cheer me on.
Hey, I conquered Earth. Now it's time to conquer another planet, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Oh god.
the moon is not a planet.
That's like missing your daughter's soccer game.
Maka never played soccer.
He probably did plenty of those.
I tried. She wouldn't let me on the field.
I said it's like missing your daughter's soccer game. I never played soccer. But like you know you're gonna miss my biggest battle yet. Like, missing my soccer
No, he
game.
doesn't have anywhere to go. He's stuck on the moon.
He should probably stay
Little
there.
red moon chicks.
I love
He
the
should
fact
stay
that when
there.
the kid leaves, Stein is literally just looking at him. He left me. What am I gonna do? Meh. I'm
Meh.
over it. And Stein just sits there and watches. It doesn't do anything or make any attempt to catch up or grab one to the bottom board. He just sits there.
Well, that's because he couldn't withstand the madness on the moon anyway. Like, if Stein goes there, he'll just go on a killing rampage.
That's what you need right now. Killing Rampage Stein versus the Kishin. Everyone just run the fuck away.
But he won't be just fighting a Kishin. He'll start picking off whoever.
That's why everyone else runs the opposite direction.
Just leave him up there.
Just
all
leave
by
him up there.
himself, with no weapon.
No, give him Spirit. We'll be good.
But he'll kill Spirit.
Damn it.
He won't kill
Okay,
Spirit.
Papa.
I'm not going to flip on that.
For the greater good, Papa. Do it.
Yep.
Not do this.
Spoiler alert, he already killed Justin, so.
Well, yeah.
With some help from Marie.
He went boom. That's pretty much what happened to him.
Okay.
So, with that, I have not got to read the new Yin Press of Soul Eater Not yet. I'm still stuck. My favorite Soul Eater Not chapter is still the Nagas Not chapter where everyone goes like, the fuck?
Hey.
This is our teacher. Holy crap, it's a new black person. This is Nagas. Huh? But, not yet, Spirit. You can't leave yet.
Hey, I got school in the morning. I gotta get up at 5 a.m.
You can't leave yet. Trust me. Just trust me. So that's what we have for the Soul Eater discussion 107. And with that, I have completely filled my schedule of stuff we needed to do at 2 hours and 30 minutes. It's time to name this episode. I would like to vote the episode name the fangirlingness of Medusa Gorgon.
Second.
We could name it the missing eyebrow.
How about the missing portion?
Missing eyebrow.
This is
I like the missing eyebrow.
Okay, that's
The missing eyebrow. I'll agree.
Missing eyebrow. I really need to hurry up and find a couple more pictures.
Okay, I figured out. We're going to incorporate both of those.
But
So, this is episode 20, and me using my command decisions to name the episodes whatever I feel like, even though all y'all can say one thing. I said, no, I'm doing this. I'm planning on naming this episode the Fangasming of the
Gasms of Medusa.
No, the
Fangasms
Fangasms of the one missing an eyebrow.
That's a long ass name.
We've had longer. And with that, I would like to say adieu to all of our audience on this February 13th, 2013. And we would like to see you at Comic-Con, and stay tuned next week as we give you a review of it. I'm Keelik Wang with the Soul Eater Podcast, and I would like to thank you for staying tuned. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, our Tumblr, our Gmail account. All these can be found by just typing Soul Eater Podcast into Google, and you should be able to find each one of them. We do have a Twitter, but it's horribly abandoned. Yeah.
Twitter.
You can pretty much reach us at Facebook, Tumblr, or Gmail. SoulEaterPodcast@gmail.com, Soul Eater Podcast at the Tumblr, Soul Eater Podcast, Google, and Facebook. You can find us on iTunes, and we now have up to episode 19 on our iTunes page. So we thank you for joining us again, and I'm Keelik, and today we were joined by...
Don't everyone talk at
I'm
once.
Spirit. I'm the one that pointed out the fact that Medusa's missing part of an eyebrow.
I'm Spirit, and happy Valentine's Day to all those lovely ladies out there.
I hate you.
You're welcome.
I
I'm Tsubaki, and I'm gonna kill Spirit after this.
You're gonna have to get in line.
Yeah,
Not really. I'm the first person in line for this.
Tsubaki, I think I called dibs. He's my father. Oh yeah, Maka.
Fine then. I will help you, Maka.
Okay, let's go, Tsubaki. Wonder Twin powers activate.
Dear God, no.
They can't be Wonder Twin. You can't do
Because
Wonder Twin.
Tsubaki has to be even wetter than she is right now.
Oh, God.
I'm already hot, so.
Ew.
And our last and final cast member was...
Medusa, and apparently I'm related to Orochimaru.
In more ways.
At least you don't puke out snakes.
I do.
She does.
Not like that though.
I don't regurgitate them if that's what you're trying to get at.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, this has been the Sorority Podcast, and we thank you for listening to episode 20, the Fangasming of the one missing her eyebrows.
Yay!
Yay!
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to sleep.
And good evening. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.